Hello, chat. Hello. Welcome back. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Hello, Xavier. Hello, Theo. Hello, Somar. And hello, Farist. You guys are on time. I want to say it now. My mouth, the inside of my mouth feels weird. I don't know why. I hate it. But that's not gonna stop me from... Oh, hand tracking, thank you. I might have not plugged it in. I was a bit busy. Yes, thank you. Lit motion. I was checking my messages and... sorry, I hit my knee. I saw that Ryu sent me some really nice fan art of the Trump series, aka Daliko's Nursery. It has nothing to do with former President Donald Trump. It has to do with a series about vampires and dads. And basically, I found this really pretty fan art, which was more so about the stage play than the anime that is currently airing. It's like it has 4 episodes right now. I adore the stage play. It's beautiful, it's fun, and I love every character, especially the ladies. All the ladies, dude, I want to be them. I want to be with them. The age-old question, which one is better? True of Vamp. It's True of Vamp, not True Vampire. Hello, Kiwi, welcome to the stream. It's True of Vamp, but it's called Trump, the series. Anyways, and I saw this really pretty fan art with the power couple, Dali and Frida, and I love Frida so much. So much. And you know, I was like, are there more fan arts with Frida, my queen? No, there are not. But I found a really nicely rendered picture of Gerhard's makeup from the stage play that I watched with my girlies and days, aka Ryu and Pasta. And I wanna recreate that makeup when I go to a con, so give it up for me, I guess. I'm not gonna show it because it contains my face, but let it be known, I will try. It's been a week. It sure has been past the yaoi, I guess. So yeah. I didn't watch the 4th episode because this week was a bit busy for me. I don't know about next week either, because I have to prepare for my travels, I have to take care of my cat's business, I have a lot of shopping to do before I leave my current residence. There's a lot of things that I have to go through, so I don't know how I'm going to watch the next episode, the 4th episode, and maybe the 5th when it comes out as well. I have to talk to the girls and the days, you know, so like that's gonna be a problem as well, but hey. So yeah, that's it. That's life for me. How about you guys? I don't know. It's going to be hectic in a sense that next week my schedule remains. I am pretty sure that nothing is going to change more or less. I don't know what I'm gonna do on Sunday, but honestly I might as well just do Dress to Impress again because I like the game, unlike many of my friends who drop out like flies. Anyway, I see. I'm going to try and finish FNAF next week as well. Hopefully I can. And yeah, we're just going to continue Vampire Therapist for sure. I don't know if it will be finished by next week. I doubt. But please stick around and find out. And the next week is going to be really open-ended, meaning that most likely I'm going to do one stream only, and that's going to be a Wednesday stream. And it's going to do nothing with the usual horror themed stuff. It's going to be something new, something that I've never done before, so stick around and find out about that more. However, that is still in, you know, preparations. And the next week, well, the next week, because there's so many next, is a mystery, so don't ask about it too much. Most likely a Wednesday stream is not going to happen, but Friday and Sunday might. But if you think about it, is it going to be a horror for those who will watch it? Come on, it's not gonna be that horrific, I hope. It's going to be fun, it's going to be very demure, very mindful. I don't like this meme. I don't like this meme, but I'm saying it anyway. But before we continue, because I'm a forgetful person, today is the last day of the month when I am streaming. So it is our time to remember those who are contributing to our channel, my channel, and helping me be a bit more sane than usual, hopefully, maybe. So thank you for everyone who purchased the Villian tier or got gifted Villian tier. I love you guys so much. Namely, Fioraso Gaming, Zonma, Joestar, Neotalon, Reddit Raccoon, and Ludog. We had a long list even before, however, yeah, gifted memberships. Anyhow, I appreciate everyone in equal manners. But yeah, thank you so much for you guys especially. Alright. So yeah, we're going to continue Vampire Therapist, and I think for my own safety and my stream safety, I'm going to do a 20-minute more of a longer, however you wanna call it, intro talk, just to make sure that neither the game does a little fudgery over me, you know, by swearing, and neither do I say something that I shouldn't. And so we should talk about something, chat. Talk to me. I'm your therapist now. Tell me, how have you been feeling? Hi, Reddy. Welcome. Oh, and I got Pomber again because I don't feel like eating Doritos. Are we doing mukbang or? Chat, talk to me. Tell me. I need to take something to eat as well. Everyone, would he send me a video? What did she mean by that? What did the video say? I don't know. Basically, the joke was that someone on a cat. Look, I cannot talk for Woody, but I think what you can do is maybe chat. Do I have to be on Woody? I don't think you have to. I think for the sake of everything, you should be consensually asking her if she would like that. And then if it is not within your boundaries, tell her nicely that, I'm sorry, Woody, I don't think I can do that. And build a healthy relationship between your friends and family and lovers. You know, the usual stuff. Oh my god, I wanted to check something actually, hold on. Oh my god, the Chuckles, we can still order Chuckles, there's 23 hours left. But I don't have money. I'm gonna check what is out on Makeshift. Explore campaigns. They still have BSC food. I was thinking to see if they released the undo one, but no, not yet. Oh, I didn't know that Meriwether has one too. Looks cute. Why don't you share the screen? You want me to share it? I mean, but I already have the game on. Look, it's fine. I'm just checking the website in curiosity, but I don't really see anything interesting. There's a Rikami plushie? Oh, I didn't know that. The only good guy in Mofongo Boys has a plushie. Is it funded? It's not funded yet. No, it is funded and there's 7 days left. I'm gonna send this to Ryu. Maybe she's interested. I don't know. The only good guy in Mofongo. Nah, more or less. We don't talk about the bad guys. Or at least I will try not to. We don't want to go down to unnecessary VTuber drama rabbit holes. There's a Webtoon logo plushie. That's so... Why? Alright, that's all. So let's talk about something else. We have 15 minutes left. Talk to me, child. Oh, by the way, I think I forgot to say it. My boot here standy arrived, and it's a completely different brand than my Argenti or Markaya standees. I'm pretty sure the Argenti and Booty are both bootlegs because they're not. I don't think they're official MiHoYo merch. But basically, the Argenti one has Chinese characters on it. The Booty one is in English. And the Booty one came with a little like icon just for the path, you know, that he follows, because, you know, story stuff. But I love how none of them look alike, and I think, yeah, like they are the same size, like the Argenti one and the Booty one around the same size. The Kaya one is a bit more detailed because again it's official, but god, it was expensive. I don't know what to say, I'm too tired, been a long week and I'm still not done. As I said, it's been a long day, brother, plus the yaoi. Man. There's nothing here happening either, so kinda sad. Should I play a few rounds of Just to Impress until 15-minute passes and see if I get angry at kids? Sorry, I'm obsessed with that game. I finally reached the Runway Queen rank. I'm going for the Trendsetter now. I think the Trendsetter is the next one. Oh yeah, the Brat update should be over, so technically there is no worry about copyrighted song. Navi not beating the Just to Impress obsession allegations. Oh look, Navi, I can traumatize Zonma so you can therapist him. I don't want to therapist my viewers, okay? You guys should find your own therapist. Do not talk about your mental health issues in my chat. Please. This is this here, that here, wherever you're looking at chat, is not a good place for talking about your mental health issues. I'm telling you now, you gotta understand this, man. Really, I will twist your I will twist your... Anya! Why are you such a Oh, because you're a mature content? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, that's an informal. Alright, I am going to twist your gonads. Thank you very much. A new word that I learned today. Don't trauma dump, it's annoying. And he writes that I can dump on my trauma. No, you can't. You should not dump your trauma on the internet. That's why you have IRL friends and family for. And if you don't, I do recommend you go to a therapist or make friends. Do not dump your trauma on the internet. There is something called digital footprint exactly for that.
Mine ads, they itch.
Thanks, Eddie, for the €2. Appreciate it. I'm trying to grab a chip. Okay, 10 more minutes left. Let's talk something, chat. Let's be. That concludes your trauma dump. That was great, buddy. You wanna talk about your short you made? No, I don't wanna talk about my work. I'm not egoistic. And the smart guy once said that the way I perceive my content is not the way you perceive your content. Plus, I had to rewatch that so many times that by now I'm kind of annoyed by it. Because obviously I had to make sure that the frames were correct, the poses were right. I worked a lot on that short because I was in a silly, goofy mode. I logged in. You have to imagine me, chat. I'm gonna say this once. I don't want to talk about how I made it. I want to talk about how I felt making that video. I was sitting at my laptop. I had like... I didn't even have my drawing tablet. I was shading and I was doing the dynamic lights and whatnot with a mouse. So you would see me switch between monitors like crazy, and I would occasionally re-listen to the song as I was putting together the frames, and I was like bouncing on my chair, going crazy. I was like, like I was like really excited. But like, again, it's like the dopamine is gone, so now I'm just here eating pumber. So yeah, once again, it took me a lot of time to make it. I actually wanted to make 2 different videos, but I was like, yeah, no, I'm way too tired for this. Okay, Redrick, take your politics out. Take your politics out. Why 2? Oh, I wanted to make 2 different videos. I wanted to make one with Lay All Your Love on Me, you know, by augh. Use that song and make something kind of romantic where, you know, the refrain starts playing. Like, once again, you're about to quit the chat and they be like, don't go, you know, like, you know.
For variety, a super chat to SND Good Mood 3.
Thank you so much for the €2. I appreciate it. For somebody who's not just being a goofy goober. So yeah, that's about it. I wanted to make 2 videos, but in the end I didn't because it took me way too much time to make the first one. We're almost there, Chad. 7 more minutes, we can do it. Alright, I'm kind of hungry. I think I'm gonna have to later grab some food.
Zanmar, please, scratch them. I beg.
Redrick, no. Stop. Can you stop funneling my chat with these stupid things. I'm begging. Maybe you're right. I think it's time to get a new joke. Oh, it's gonna replay all of them now, the chat.
For the rioty, a super chat to SND Good Mood. 3.
Yeah, it's gonna replay all of them now.
Zanmar, please, scratch them. I beg.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah, you got any drinker's blood?
Oh, he's craving alcohol, alcohol.
I know you are joking. You will not dilute your blood before a session.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know, you're right. I just don't know who I'm meeting tonight. Is it gonna be Dr. Drain or that Lord Luridus fella?
Wait, what? Yeah. Sometimes the writing is not aligned with the voice acting. I saw that before too. And again, sometimes the voice clips cut out. I don't know why.
You only met a single individual last time, and you will meet only a single individual this time. Do not let Dr. Drain's avoidance of accountability confuse you.
Okay, shut up.
You saw the guy, though. Lord Luridus ain't nothing like Dr. Drain.
And why do you think that is, Samuel?
It's easier for Dr. Drain to blame Lord, so there is a demon or something opposite attract. This loads so slow, dude.
Well, maybe it's easier for Dr. Drain to blame Lord Luridus.
Correct, Samuel. A mild change in personality would be within Dr. Drain's control. Luridus is not, and therefore, Dr. Drain relinquishes control. Prepare yourself, my friend. Let us find the darkness that lives within Dr. Drain.
Alright. We are doing always right. And blaming too. Because I told you guys, all these vampires do the always right thing. They all think that they are the right ones. So I want to try this. I want to try, because I'm pretty sure that's happening. What else should I put? Overgeneralization? I don't think he overgeneralizes. He obviously disqualifies the positives. Yeah, he disqualifies the positives a lot. What was the opposite of control fallacy? Emotional reasoning? I wanted to do the opposite when, you know, he thinks that the whole world is against him, maybe. Oh, I should save. Maybe he will do mind reading. But I'm not sure about mind reading right now. gonna do Nosferatu thinking because that was said a lot, so let's see.
Alright, I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Do not fear, Samuel. I shall not let Dr. Drain hurt you, no matter what he is calling himself. Do what you do best.
I will, I promise. And here he comes, whoever he is today.
I think it's gonna be the doctor.
Doc.
Somewhat taciturn today, then. Well, don't be upset with me. I did warn you about that beast. At least now you recognize the urgency in being rid of him. Perhaps now we can stop beating about the bush and actually fix my addiction problem.
I'm here to help, but if we're gonna lick this thing, we gotta do it honestly. And that means getting to the root of the problem.
I tire of this self-examination process. There must be something efficacious that I can do. Perhaps some sort of aversion therapy. I am willing to do whatever it takes to make that villain just go away.
Then you gotta be willing to address the big old elephant in the room.
And what is that?
Okay. I'm gonna save on a new one. Lord Luridus is kinda hot! Oh my god! They should add a distortion for being a nerd. I'm taking a screenshot of this one. Should I try for the funnies? And I'm gonna try for the funnies and roll back.
I hate to say it, but Lord Luridus is kinda hot, ain't he?
I've never seen the man, and I fail to see what relevance his physical appearance has to my problem.
Okay, that was all. Thank you. That was all.
You and Lord Luridus ain't two different people. You keep talking about him like he's someone else, but you both got the same brain in there.
Complete and utter nonsense. You've met him. We share absolutely nothing in common. And what's more, I am fully aware that he hates me.
So that means you don't hate him?
Take a look at this note he left on my desk.
He left him.
It's supposed to be you there with the micro penis?
DJ micro penis. Oh my god, you gotta admit, the face is really nice. The face is really nice. I don't wanna. I wanna go as far as I can.
Indeed. Juvenile humor, to be sure. Certainly nothing I would produce.
Ain't he got the same penis, though?
I mean, he's not wrong! He's not wrong!
Quite so. I have no doubt he does the most terrible things with it.
Not the tiny schmeenis.
So somehow he's got a different brain than you do, but the same penis. Something ain't adding up here, Doc.
I resent what you are suggesting. I have no effect on what Lord Luridus does.
Ooh, what is this? I don't think it's always right. Maybe Nosferatu thinking? I don't think it's gonna find the positive, obviously it's not. Or should it? Maybe it's blaming. Yes.
I know you're a pretty responsible fella, but you're giving Lord Luridus more credit than he deserves.
No, blaming.
What on earth are you talking about?
You know that old stereotype mortals like to spread about us where we can't go into a place until we're invited?
A ludicrous idea with no basis in scientific truth.
Ain't you giving Lord Luridus your permission to come in and do what he does when you take that plasma stuff?
I didn't invite him in the first time. I had no idea what I had created. That his presence would become an addiction was not known to me.
Dr. Drain, you're a scientist. Your stock and trade is in facts, ain't it? Let's leave thought out of this for now. You gotta be my scientist here and stick to what we know.
Very well. Yes. The genesis of Lord Luridus was in the actions and choices I took. Are you quite satisfied?
Why?
Doc, we ain't here for my satisfaction. You really think that?
Well, the fact that I am upset right now certainly lends credence to the idea that you are trying to shame me.
Oh, maybe I choose one of the wrong ones because it's red. I don't know. I'm gonna play as intended.
I won't lie to you, Doc. The people that Lord Luridus has hurt probably would have a bone to pick with you. But I ain't here to punish nobody.
Drain right now.
Well, that ain't the way to help you. In this room, we're working together. You're doing the hard work, and I'm just giving you support. Catch my drift, partner?
And so you do me even greater shame through kindness. I cannot win. Perhaps I should simply let that beast, Lord Luridus, have his way with me.
Oh. Why did you say? Why did? I load. Oh, I loaded. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna quickly. Sorry, I loaded. I was stupid, and I still didn't swear, so that's good. Okay.
You and look.
Take a look.
Sorry.
I resent what you are suggesting. I have no effect on what.
You know that. Doc, with that.
And so you do me even greater shame through kindness.
Okay.
I cannot win. Perhaps I should simply let that beast, Lord Luridus, have his way with me.
Come on now, Doc. You're jumping right to doom there. There are so many ways this therapy thing could go for you. It ain't we destroy Lord Luridus or Lord Luridus wins. Jumping right to catastrophe just ain't realistic. Already you're fighting him by being here. That means there's definitely something in the middle. And working together, we'll make things better. Maybe not completely better. This work ain't never done.
Of course, I am forgetting myself. I'm not usually prone to extremes. I shall attempt to be more mindful.
I ain't expecting you to be perfect, Doc. And I don't want you to expect perfection from yourself either. What I'm asking you for is self-compassion. That ain't erasing blame. It's just approaching yourself from a place of understanding. That's a scientific method, ain't it?
I doubt many in the scientific community would agree with such a statement, but I believe I understand the thrust of it.
Trust.
We cannot address facts if we mask them in emotionality.
That's exactly it, Doc. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Indeed. Thus my attempt to synthesize the thought properly.
Well, thank the dark powers that made us. Someone in here's the smart one.
Very well. We shall take a strategic, scientifically sound approach. We will agree upon facts, develop hypotheses, test and validate. If I rely on the science, I will never be wrong.
Okay. I think this is a more of a Nosferatu thing, though.
Whoa there, Doc. That's some real Nosferatu thinking. If you're gonna be so dogmatic about science, what's the difference between it and religion?
I am not being dogmatic. Scientific theory is designed to be challenged.
Are you open to be challenged then? Don't be so sure there's only one path forward. Your answers might be in how you feel rather than in data and formulas.
I suppose. Feelings are contextual hormonal clues in any event. I'll try to be mindful of them.
Well, sounds good to me, compadre. Let's start assembling them facts. Can I ask you some questions then?
You may. Let us begin.
Alright, so you told me that the thing that makes your plasma addicting is how good it makes you feel when you wake up from it. From your scientific perspective, what makes it feel good?
From a chemical perspective, good feelings, or positive emotions, are the result of neurotransmitter action.
Oh my god, he's gonna have an actually moment.
Considering the specific emotions felt in the immediate moment are contentment and satisfaction, it is certain that I am experiencing an oxytocin and dopamine release.
So, he's feeling what I'm feeling when I make the little AI video.
It is a primal limbic response. In laboratory settings, we observe a constant drive in animals towards stimulating the release of amygdala-receptive neurotransmitters.
That's a lot of words.
I think you're gonna need to boil that down for me, Doc.
I did not come here to teach, but so be it. Ask your questions.
Limbic system.
What's the limbic system do?
The limbic system functions as the emotional center of the brain, responsible for emotional responses such as joy, fear, and anger.
He's a nerd. But there's a sexy man inside of him.
So it's like the part of my brain deciding if I should be scared of a rattlesnake or happy about a belly full of blood?
Precisely. It plays a crucial role in forming memories and making decisions based on emotional experiences. Often called the lizard brain, it's evolutionarily one of the older parts of the brain, indicating its fundamental role in regulating survival instincts.
I've been called lizard brain before, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a compliment.
Yeah, exactly. Neurotransmitters?
What's this about neurotransmitters?
The thing that sends it through your body, I'm guessing?
Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that neurons use to communicate with each other.
So, what he's feeling that goes through his brain, like any senses, I'm
For
guessing?
example, social bonding reliably triggers a release of oxytocin, creating a sense of security and attachment.
Oh, so it's like anything, okay.
So, if I'm reading you right, when I'm feeling all snug after a good feed, it's them oxytocin neurotransmitters doing their thing?
Exactly. This process is an integral part of our brain's reward system, encouraging behaviors that are perceived as beneficial for our survival and well-being.
Reward system. Those are like your Lunchables?
So, survival feels good, basically.
Yes, though I would not publish such a statement in an academic paper.
So what's all this stuff really mean in the end, Doc? Why's this neurotransmitter stuff even matter?
An intriguing question. Naturally, emotion does not have a practical evolutionary application on its own. However, these emotions signal to the reptilian brain whether or not we are under threat.
Okay.
Oh, well, dang, now I think we're getting somewhere. I think the answer's right in front of us.
Oh, that's where I get addicted. The lanceable in my brain telling me to play Just to Impress right now.
Oh? And what is it that your rooting, tooting brain can synthesize that mine cannot?
Your rooting, tooting brain sounds silly. He needs psychiatrist, he needs to live in the wood. Lord Lucas feels safer than Dr. Drain. Oh!
You don't feel safe on your own. Taking that plasma forces you to get that neurotransmitter hit.
An intriguing theory. However, evidence stands against it. Like it or not, I am a vampire. The only thing that may threaten me is the sun or a more powerful vampire.
Okay, but Lord Luridus said it himself that he doesn't drink blood. Maybe he's afraid of losing a part of his humanity deep down or something.
I should not be experiencing feelings of mortal danger. I am not a mortal. Logically, I should know such a thing is ridiculous.
Oh, no. He's like... Something was in my head.
There's them should statements again, Doc. It doesn't matter what logic says. You still got that part of your brain that says it's in danger, and that part doesn't care about logic.
An astute point, and an inconvenient one. That we should be saddled with such vestigial, primal concerns is most unfortunate.
Can't avoid the fact that we still got them human concerns. At least we don't gotta poop, huh?
No people! Imagine think the brain is rational. Real.
Oh dear, and you were doing so well. At least I have nothing to fear from you.
Look, I talk to Sam with about everything. Mostly. Don't talk to him about adult stuff. I don't think he likes that. He misses so far so bad. He does.
It's true though. We're still animals, partner. We gotta satisfy the animal. Just not through pooping.
This is such a Redrick sentence. Can we agree? Redrick wrote this sentence. Redrick broke into the devs room and be like, you need to add this into the game.
But we are immortal. Why do we have animal needs, fears, and emotions? What possible use do they have?
I feel this, man. Okay, so why do we have animal needs, fears, and emotions? What possible uses do they have? Is it disqualifying the positives? Gotta admit, I'm this cowboy, man. Yeah, but your aura is not matching his. Look at his aura, he's so red. He's logged in. Blaming? I'm gonna try disqualifying the positive first. Yes.
Sometimes, Doc, you are just too smart for your own good. You're logicking away all the good things about being human. I mean, let's say we freed ourselves from those biological concerns. Got rid of all them fears and insecurities and quirks. Why are we doing anything then? I don't know about you, Doc, but I don't want to turn into a computer. All them great discoveries and works of art came from our humanity.
Perhaps it is so. Do you know, I met Isaac Newton several times. The young fellow was motivated indeed, but it was his human vindictiveness that made him so effective.
He met Newton.
All those motherfuckers who called me a nerd are going to pay, mark my words, he would say. Or something along those lines.
Van Drain is the first to swear on my stream and not me. That is my victory. I win. Dude.
So, he was making sure none of those motherfuckers could hurt him.
Newton died a virgin, by the way. That's what you get for inventing calculus. Oh yeah, true that.
That was certainly part of it. It was not just the love of science that drove the man. It is such a disappointing notion, however, to think that we cannot transcend our reptilian brain, even when we are beyond death.
We're dealing in facts, though, and I think what we're coming to is that your reptilian brain doesn't feel safe.
Which is absolutely ridiculous, but I must admit that it is somehow true. What a devastating revelation. Dr. Drain, for all his scientific achievement, is just an emotional little laboratory rat who bases all his decisions in fear.
Oh, he's disqualifying the positives again.
Man, you just jump right to that extreme. You're probably the smartest fella I ever met, Doc. You ain't a science god, but who is? I think there's a lot of room between being a lab rat and being the perfect logical being.
You are, of course, correct. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. Most unscientific.
Doc, I want to go back to one of them things I was telling you about in our first session, and that's self-compassion. Let's say you had some vampire apprentice, a scientist like you, who didn't know nothing like what you know, and said they were down on themselves for all the reasons you are. What would you say to them?
Oh, he's not gonna say anything nice.
Well, I would explain that progress is non-linear. The scientific method, in fact, celebrates failure. That which does not conform to theory still informs theory.
Exactly.
Any chance you could put the scientist away and talk to their human side?
Well, I suppose I would say that it is fine, that all things are temporary, and the universe does not care to condemn them.
Aww, Loki, there's a nice person inside you. And then there's Lord Luridus.
So how can we get you to say them things to yourself, Doc?
My situation is not the same. I was trained in the age of discovery. I bear the responsibility for that age.
Oh, we're doing control fallacy. I'm gonna try doing some control fallacy next session. I gotta write that down somewhere. Never mind, I'm just gonna rewatch this stream before my next stream. I'm gonna be a smartass.
But if this project of mine, to create the blood that will sustain the world, is not what I am here for, then what is my purpose?
To just be here. Sure.
Well, let me ask you. What's the purpose of a gopher?
Gopher!
Rodentia, geometry. Rodents endemic to North America, known for their tunneling ability and as agricultural pests. I believe they are the prey of owls, snakes, and coyotes, and are omnivorous themselves, consuming vegetables, insects, and small mammals.
I wasn't expecting you to be so thorough. I don't think I knew half that stuff.
Gopher!
I have come to learn nearly everything there is to know about mammalian biology as a result of my research. Please get to the point.
I think I forgot what it was now.
That is not encouraging.
Hold on a sec, I think I've got it.
He's like a gopher. Gophers have a purpose. Gophers are really cute. You're like a gopher. I'm gonna try you're like a gopher. I mean, I don't want to say he's a pass, but I don't think gophers have a purpose. Or gophers have a... Let's try this first.
Well, see, you're kind of like a gopher.
Am I now? Pray tell, how am I like a gopher?
Well, you live underground, and you're real alert all the time.
And
And that's it.
Maybe it was the other one then? Let me try the other one. I don't think gophers are cute, is the answer. But
Gophers have a purpose. Driving people crazy, that's what. Used to wreak havoc on the farmland back in Missouri.
Absolutely ridiculous. That is not their purpose. It's an ill-informed anthropocentric philosophy defined and subscribed to entirely by said anthropocentrists.
subscribing to that's a word.
I didn't know bugs could do that.
Anthropocentrists, not arthropods. Humans. Homo sapiens. I am saying that you have created a purpose for the gopher that the gopher is entirely unaware of.
And you're doing the
So
same?
who made your purpose, Dr. Drain?
What? Well, I did, I suppose.
Hoppa!
So if you made it, you can change it, right?
But how could I change my purpose? I have always been a scientist. So that's what I am.
I think that's Nosferatu thinking. Yeah.
Science is just what you do, compadre. That's one of them anthropocentric philosophies you mentioned. You're overgeneralizing about yourself. Dr. Drain's in there, and he's more than the things he knows are his job title.
Oh.
That's the problem. I'm not sure that he is.
All right, well, let's take that scientific approach and try to figure out who the man behind the scientist is.
The man behind the slaughter!
Very well. If we look at the behavior of our subject, myself, we can infer a few things.
Okay.
If we examine my behavior, one can draw comparison to a threatened higher-thinking mammal. I spend much time in ensuring personal safety and security.
What about your more peaceful moments? What do they look like?
I believe these feelings are only medically induced through my special plasma. However, Dr. Drain appears to be at rest when he is full and satisfied.
Just like a gopher!
And your synthetic blood doesn't do that for you.
I am forced to admit that at present, it does not.
Maybe you should try drinking actual blood.
Dr. Drain, what do you think of drinking something a little more fresh and human?
I will not. I do not have to. That depraved vampire, Lord Luridus, is the source of all that is base and vulgar about my person.
Okay, that's blaming. That's blaming! That's blaming. That's blaming!
Doc, you're blaming Lord Luridus for something common to all vampires, including yourself. We need blood. That's just how it is. Ain't Lord Luridus's fault. Now, I know you ain't comfortable with that need, but you can't offload everything you ain't happy with onto Lord Luridus. That just makes him worse.
You have not been listening to me at all if you believe I have absolved myself of all vampiric frailty.
I didn't say that. I'm saying you're distancing yourself from your needs by saying they're Lord Luridus's needs. Well, what if you indulge Lord Luridus once in a while? Maybe you could keep him from coming out.
Do you not understand what I have been working toward for the last 400 years? I will finally be able to transcend this thing that I am. I shall be a parasite no more.
Oh, I cannot. Okay, so this is just...
Dr. Drain, we really got to talk about some kind of middle path here. Back home, we tried the whole abstinence thing a few times, and it didn't go too well. We tried to stop drinking, and that just made people only do bad drinking. We tried telling teenagers sex was evil, and that just made them want it even more while being ashamed of themselves.
This is why there are so many teen pregnancies. Well, not just this, but like, yeah, in general. Like, shunning your daughter for, you know, being a lesbian and then expecting her to bring kids into this world, and you just tell her that the kind of she wants to have is evil. Like, yeah, anyway.
What if you just tried to do some of them things Lord Luridus does? Just don't do them the way he does.
Oh?
I find the idea utterly repellent.
Yeah, but then you go and take that plasma, and Lord Luridus makes the decisions. We don't want that, right?
Fine. Fine.
Okay.
Drink some blood.
Yes!
But I warn you, Sam, the price of failure is most dear. If I should lose my humanity, all of humanity will lose.
Oh, that's such a Nosferatu thinking.
Or you pick yourself up and try again. Ain't that what the scientific method's all about? It ain't winning and losing. It ain't the end of humanity if things don't go perfectly. You're predicting the future, hombre. Ain't nothing scientific about that.
Baby is also mind reading. I'm good.
You think so? I can't imagine someone with my highly rational mind feeling so strongly if my prediction weren't firmly rooted in fact.
I gotta read these all back and try to find. He didn't do always right, and that's crazy.
I know it all seems real heavy right now. Just show yourself a little compassion and patience. Beating yourself up over a future that ain't happened yet isn't gonna help you.
But yeah, he did I should try and find some control fallacy over this next time.
We need to go back to this thing I brought up before. You're a smart fella, Dr. Drain, but sometimes you're forgetting vampire commonality. We've all felt like the world was ending or that we're awful monsters, but them feelings are our perceptions alone.
Yes, I'm aware. Perhaps I've been a little too human in my wobbles. However, you forget my training in history. I am not an average vampire. I was trained by the great Professor William Harvey.
Who is Harvey? They ain't smelling fart there, that's for sure.
I have had 4 centuries to unlock the secrets of animal biology. I have a duty to humanity and to my own legacy. A duty I should not fail in. Otherwise, what was it all for?
Is it should statement or once again? No, I think it's should statement.
Oh,
yeah.
horses there, amigo. You say you've got a duty to humanity? Well, that ain't scientific at all. It ain't just anthropocentric, it's Dr. Drain-centric. Nobody said you had to do anything. Remember when we first started talking, I told you about them should statements? That's what you're doing, compadre. Just remember that them shoulds are yours.
Yes, I must be frustrating to you, Sam. I invoke the same delusions over and over again.
Oh, it's okay.
Hey, come on, Doc. You should be proud of yourself. You know what the difference is between you and vampires who never improve themselves?
He's here, he's not concerned about being cool, he's smarter than they are. He's here. He's already here and he's trying to be his best.
You're here. You've made a commitment to getting your head on straight. And you're getting there, my friend. Already you're making some big changes and investing in yourself. I can see it. So let's cut Dr. Drain a break. How about it, amigo? He doesn't need the weight of the world on him. There's only one thing he should do, and that's have a little understanding and empathy for himself. You get me?
Yes, I get you. Very well. I shall try to keep a clear head. And I will arrange to drink some real blood. There's plenty of it in the lab. I shall just liberate some of it.
Good man. We'll talk about how it's gone next month, all right?
Indeed. Until then, Sam. And thank you for your patience.
Oh, he said thank you.
I ain't got nothing but time, amigo. You can thank me by being patient with yourself.
Aww.
All the same, you have my thanks. I shall see you in a few weeks then. Farewell.
Oh, he became so much calmer.
Well done indeed, Samuel. I think we are starting to see a new version of the good doctor in the making.
Good doctor! Good doctor! Good doctor! I'm okay. Finally, he's the only one with progress. No, I think Isabella progressed a lot. I think Isabella progressed a lot too. Though we have to talk to her about her husband, which is going to be interesting. And I'm really curious where the other two are going to. I think I wanna today I wanna go through everyone, like the month, plus my own therapy, and then whatever happens, I'm gonna continue next week. Okay?
I hope you're right, boss. That fella's awful hard on himself.
That is normal, my friend. Being a vampire takes a lot of self-acceptance. He is only taking his first steps in discovering this.
I think he's the youngest out of all. Yeah, he's the youngest out of all 4 of them.
Yeah, fair enough. It took other people forgiving me for me to forgive myself.
And now you pass on this gift of compassion to Dr. Drain.
Aww.
Now, Samuel, the evening is still young. See what the night has to offer downstairs.
That sounds good, Andy.
Rest in peace, my friend.
Alright.
I always come out of the doc sessions feeling dumber than ever.
Don't say that. Great session with Dr. Drain tonight. Sometimes he's been a big old nerd, can be a real help. He's looking at his problems more rationally now. Likes to blame Lord Luricus for his more animal needs than that is. He denies his own needs and Luridus fulfills them. Has a lot of his identity tied up in being a rational scientist. Wants to transcend being a vampire. Must drink real blood. I encourage the dog to drink some real blood. I think his head ain't clear because he's starving. I think he gets that it's a biology thing. God, Maddie is so pretty. I wanna read some of these because I've been ignoring it. Just with a new client and this guy is a lot. Fella nearly burned a salon down with his gaslighting powers. He's an actor type, which I don't have a lot of experience with. I never really got into theater stuff except for maybe vaudeville? Something about watching people tumbling and smacking each other with blunt objects just speaks to the soul. Also, I pissed off Crimson last night, tried to do the whole therapy thing on her without her permission and she was hopping mad. I gotta remind myself that just because I'm learning to become a therapist, that doesn't make me everyone's therapist. Exactly. So I know the internet's been driving the mortals batty, but dang, it isn't. If it isn't affecting us vampires too. I've got a new client that has half the world watching her play video games online. What's that all about? Next thing you know, they'll be making cinemas where you stand behind the screen and watch folks watching the movie. The world sure is a strange place. And it says that it's for new clients and I'm grateful for that. I've been feeling a little closed up in here in the city. I'm taking a weekend trip to the mountains out in Hearts. Gotta take the Autobahn. I'm past fearing that anyway. Autobahn! I had a great weekend. I really needed to get out in the nature again. I saw the whole bunch of funny birds I never saw back home and just enjoy staying out under the stars. When I did run into mortals, they didn't speak a lot of English, but they could definitely do the accent. I guess they think all Americans sound like me. I couldn't get too close to them though, so I had to live on local wildlife blood. I drank from a boar, not bad, but could have done without the bristles. I'm back in lifting now, just learned 3 more cognitive distortion. I think I'm getting the hang of this thing. Yeah, and then it's been a hell of a month. I've got a full caseload of clients. I'm picking up new friends at ihateus. And Andy says I've been doing a great job. I learned 3 more cognitive distortion tonight and I think I'm really getting the hang of this thing. I'm also learning a lot about Crimson. There's something special about that lady. I can see why Andy's a fan of hers. Seems like she could be doing a lot more than running a bar, but maybe that's me doing some shit statements. Oh, I took a little trip to Dresden. Heck of a place. They had this emperor named Augustus the Strong who spent all Germany's money on porcelain. Wish I could have been his therapist. Look, he had hobbies.
I'll check in with Crimson. She's always got some bartender's wisdom to share. Howdy, Crimson. Looks like a nice crowd tonight.
They're always a nice crowd, cowboy. We like to maintain an asshole-free zone.
Salay!
I'll try not to be an asshole then.
I'm not worried about you, cowboy. You had a session tonight, didn't you?
Yeah, with the doctor fella. We had a hard talk about what being a vampire means. He's having a hard time coming to terms with it, even after 400 years.
I can understand that. I've stopped aging for the last 20 years and don't know how I feel about it yet. How do you think it went with him?
It went pretty well.
I think we're finally getting somewhere, actually. It's funny, a lot of vampires forget they're human, but he keeps forgetting he's a vampire. But just like we can't opt out of being human, we can't opt out of being vampires either.
Must have been a hard talk, cowboy. I sometimes wonder what I am. Staying the same age, drinking Andy's blood to live.
I swear at the end of the game she decides to finally stop doing that and, you know, I'm gonna be so sad.
Don't get me wrong. I like not being dead.
Okay.
But I still feel like I'm living on borrowed time.
Is this a good time to ask why you don't just join the dark side? It ain't that bad being dead.
I'm just not sure what I'd do with forever, you know? Eternity's a long time.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think a lot of us vampires can't answer that question either. And I don't think there's one answer anyway.
There you go. So I guess I'll keep putting off the question.
But nobody's rushing you, Crimson.
Aww. After becoming a vampire, yeah.
You think I'd let anyone? But thanks for listening, cowboy. Now why don't you go mingle? There's a new fella in the kink room who's very interested to meet you.
A new fella?
I guess I'll go be social then. Thanks, Crimson.
Oh my god! Who are you? Okay, Chad. I'm gonna go and grab myself a drink because this is going to be a woozy one. I'm back. I also spoken in Romanian. Another language. Okay. Alright. Who is this fella?
Greetings, my child.
Oh my god! What the? Okay, anyways. Who? No way, this is the dude who turned him? Imagine that. Okay, hold on a second.
Keep your distance, amigo. I know our kind ain't had good history, but I ain't in the mood for an exorcism or nothing.
Never mind, apparently it's an exorcist.
Ah, my child of the dark. If I were to exorcise you, nothing would be left when I was done.
Kinky?
Only the good Lord is free of sin. We are all children of darkness.
Siren? How do you pronounce that name? I gotta boost my headset a bit. I feel like it's quite quiet for me. Sorry, chat.
Holy smokes, what Bible have you been reading?
I know my scripture, my son. However, I am by scripture and dark metal ordained, not by any church of man.
I am by scripture and dark metal ordained. Bro is listening to hardcore music.
So, you're some kind of freelance priest?
Freelance priest?
Yes, I suppose I am. It is the only way I can give succor to those who need it most.
So I gotta ask, seeing as we're in a kink room, what kind of sucker are we talking about?
He's listening to metal. Like, look how metal he is, dude. Also, it is actually a priest outfit, but got all them cool. He's so metal.
I follow in the path of the Lord. I share my body, and I share my blood.
Okay, so you're like...
Ain't this a little blasphemous for your kind?
To whom, my child? God is in everything, including you, sweet vampire. Can God blaspheme against himself?
Oh my god. He has a nice voice.
I merely wish to give comfort to those who live in darkness. And so, I choose to live in darkness with them. Come, my son. I shall give succor to you.
That's gotta be the kinkiest thing ever. Imagine getting like the blood, sucking the blood of a priest who is like all willing and shit. Oh my, it's so indeed blasphemous.
Well, alright. Maybe if you stop calling it that.
Oh my god, his mouth. I wanna take a photo of him. Okay, the scrunching noises make me a bit.
Thou shalt not want, my son. Are you comforted?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, I guess I am.
God, he's so hot though.
I know those of my faith have haunted your kind. Perhaps we fear our own sin, so we seek the sins of others.
So he's a cool priest. Oh, my PC
I
first.
seek only the Lord in everything, as do we all, whether we know it or not.
He's giving Rook Hunt, but instead of him wanting beauty, he wants the Lord. Thanks.
You ain't wrong, I suppose. Hey, a little awkward, but what's your name, fella?
Oh, that hurt.
I am Kieran. It means little dark one.
Kieran. Alright, Kieran.
Well, Kieran, I'm Sam, and I appreciate the blood, but I'm gonna turn in. A little sleepy now.
Imagine.
Go with God, my child of the night.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Imagine that's gotta be kind of weird, you know?
A fine evening to you, Samuel. Are you ready for tonight's session with Signora Deste?
I'll be as soon as I save.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're making some good progress.
That is wonderful. Remember, though, that the road to inner peace is not a straight line.
True enough. I like to say I didn't make my path. Nature did.
Samuel, you have the makings of a poet.
Oh, I meant it more literally. When I was walking in the woods, I just walked where the land led me.
But you see, this is a wonderful metaphor. If there is a valley between two mountains, that is the path nature takes us on. We often choose to climb the mountain instead when the easier path is made for us. Your experience guides your intuition more than you might expect, my friend.
Guess it's that peasant wisdom the Signora mentions.
Be careful with the labeling, my friend.
I didn't mean it in a bad way. I ain't ashamed of being a peasant. I'm just folks, as we like to say.
Hold on, my script keep bugging.
I can see why the Signora has become quite fond of you. Are you prepared for your session with her?
Yeah, I think with our progress, there might be some other distortions to focus on. Let me think.
Okay, hold on. Save. So, do you guys remember what else she did? She did a lot of labeling. I do want to say that she want to try being always right. Maybe does the overgeneralization again. Does she blame? I think she might do blaming, but that's questionable. I'm pretty sure mind reading is gonna be like Maddie's thing. Maddie's gonna mind read most likely. Maybe. Will they stay? Will Isabella do it? What did she do last stream? Does anyone remember? Let us try mind reading. No. Blaming. What did she do last stream? I don't remember. Labeling those to thinking, overgeneralization, personalization is the things I chose. I think overgeneralization can stay. Okay, chat, do you think she's gonna blame more or mind read more? What do you guys feeling like? Help out. Be useful. Come on, folks, help me. Be useful! Useful! I don't know if she would more mind read or blame. Maybe she should blame her. The thing is, I think they're gonna talk about her family. I don't know, I feel like she would blame them for stuff. Like, what did she mind read about? Like, what people were feeling around her? I mean, it does make sense in a way, but... I know already, but now that I'm actually talking to myself, you know? Like crazy people do. She assumes others' intentions. Does she? I don't think she assumes other people's intentions. That's more like Maddie's thing. And yeah, more likely the doctor too. I'm sorry, I gotta go with blaming. I know I asked you and now I feel so bad, but...
Alright, locked and loaded.
The people of your country have so many colorful phrases having to do with firearms. I do not understand the obsession.
Stay back or you get the blicky with the sticky.
I can't explain it neither.
I shall leave you alone with the Senora, Samuel.
Howdy, Senora. Good to see you tonight.
You are looking forward to seeing me?
Oh.
Well, sure I was. You're an interesting person, Senora. It's a privilege to get to know you.
I suppose you have learned something of manners yourself.
Oh wow, she became very demure and very mindful all of a sudden. Excuse me?
I thought a lot about the things we talked about last time, you know.
Oh really?
Oh yeah? What about exactly?
About how foolish I was for wasting my time for so long fighting against reality.
You're not foolish, lady.
Senora, what's calling yourself foolish doing for you? You're a principled lady. That ain't foolishness.
What else do you call a woman who forever fights with reality?
If I want to be literal, I'd call her a fighter. It's a better label than fool.
Oh, perhaps it is my despair speaking. Would that I had listened to the simpletons in my life earlier.
Oh, I think this is also labeling, calling other people simpletons.
Maybe you can start by not calling them simpletons.
I meant it as a compliment. I wish I could be a simpleton.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that.
I mean what I say. Look at me, with my grand plans, my status, my dynasty, and all the pain that they have brought me. Who is the true fool, me or the simpleton?
I don't think all of it. I think we're all fools, actually, but...
Well, what if we're not fools or simpletons? What if we're just people being people? There's a lot of room between worms and gods, Senora.
Again, you prove your pastoral wisdom.
She's trying her best to not label. She's so cute! She's so cute! I love her! Look, chat, she's trying her best. This is me trying not to swear, okay? I love her so much.
Well, I'm glad you've been doing some thinking. You were putting so much pressure on yourself to be the one keeping your family going. I can tell how much it was weighing on you.
I spent so long trying to fix them, trying to transform them into something that they were not. May I talk to you about my ex-husband, Sam?
Okay. We're getting tea.
Of course you can. I know he gave you a lot of grief.
He hurt me deeply, in so very many ways. He was the start of all my delusions because I thought I could fix him.
She thought she could fix him! Girl! You ain't fixing shit! I thought I could fix him! This is going to be so good, Chad.
I thought Frankie was the way he was because I was not an ideal wife. That perhaps he would have been faithful if I had been as beautiful or fertile as a Medici.
Maybe Reddy is right and she does mind reading? Should I roll back and try? Reddy want me to roll back and take mind reading instead of blaming? Maybe I should take blaming instead of... but I don't know. She does blame me, so that's good. She does label, so that's good. I still wanna take the always right. Reddy, don't do the always right shit, okay? I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna be your therapist, even if you like it or not. You know what? I'm just gonna roll with it. You know what? I made my choice, and if it's gonna be a bad one...
I know I have been arguing with reality, as you have said, but the idea of a fruitful marriage, sanctified by God, this was the only reality I had.
Thank you, BB Dest, for subscribing.
But that reality did not match with mine. God could not have blessed both our marriage and riddled Frankie's penis with French diseases.
Yo, is this an allegory for, you know, like some the Puritan behavior, like marry someone from only our community, our country, our nation? That's kind of freaked up.
French diseases?
We used to call syphilis the malfrance.
They named the syphilis after the French! Oh my god.
Diseases don't belong to any nationality. You sound like a certain politician from back home.
Which one? Chat, Americans, which one?
Do not insult me. Have I not suffered enough with my husband's disgusting malady? It was a painful lie to live. I could only conclude from my sorrow that God was testing me. Endlessly.
Ooh, what is this? Is she blaming? Trump called. Okay, you know what? Thank you. No, it's not.
The Senora was seeking a justification for her feelings.
Shut it. Shut it. Most painful lie to live, I could only conclude from my sorrow. Is she always writing? No.
The Senora was seeking
Alright, sorry. I guess it's overgeneralization then. It's not control fallacy, no matter how I'm looking at it. No?
Was seeking a justification.
Then it has to be control fallacy. Right? Dude, I'm so bad. Like, I did such a 10 out of 10 thing with the drain, and now I'm freaking up. Yeah.
I want to challenge you on something there. That sounds like a kind of hopeless statement. Like you're doomed to keep being tested on God's terms.
Perhaps it was hopeless. As you said, Isabella d'Este and Francesco Gonzaga could not change their natures.
That's true, but here's the thing. Does that mean you were doomed? Or were you just doomed on God's terms?
Also, I could be about the Spanish flu, which actually started in the US, but Spain was the first one to report the disease because of World War I. Ah, true.
I think this just needs a little reframing. I know you were dealt a rough hand, but doesn't necessarily mean you were being tested. Sometimes we just gotta make do with the hand we got.
I wanted to say, like, you know, the amount of US politicians this can be, you know, how was it said? The amount of US politicians this can be said about is too, which is weird that it already happened twice or something like that. Anyways, I'm pretty sure it's about Trump.
What I'm suggesting is that then and now, a radical acceptance approach could have helped you.
What do you mean?
You could have been you could have had a secret target. You could have become a non. No way. Okay. Secret arrangement. I don't think she would have been polyamorous.
You could have had some sort of secret arrangement. That was pretty common back then, right?
Oh, we did have a secret arrangement. The arrangement was that he kept secrets from me and I pretended not to know about them.
Had you ever considered talking about it?
I could not. You do not know what it was like back then. A woman, even one such as I, was always subject to her husband. I did not have a say in his affairs. I had to play the part of the good wife and mother. You must understand, I only earned my significant power by playing the societal game.
But he knew you were aware of his indiscretions, didn't he?
It was hard to deny when he approached me with that rotten thing between his legs.
Rotten thing? No way.
So why not bring the issue out in the open?
He would have become angry, I am sure.
Yeah.
Perhaps he would have beaten me and taken away the
does a
privileges
lot
I had
of
worked
mind
so
reading.
hard to earn.
I wanna go. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. Hopefully, yes. Which one should go? Let's try this. Okay.
All right, locked and loaded.
The people of your country.
I can't explain.
I shall leave you
Okay,
alone
hold
with the
on.
Senora, Samuel.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna be fast.
Well,
I thought
oh yeah? What
about how foolish I was for wasting my time for so
Labeling?
What? Oh, would that I had listened to the simpletons.
Labeling again.
I'm
There's a lot.
again. You prove.
Well, I'm glad.
I spent so long. May I talk to you?
Of course you.
He hurt. I thought Frankie was the way he was because I was not an ideal wife.
No,
But
this
perhaps
is
he would
not
have
mind
been
reading
faithful
either.
If I had been as beautiful or fertile as a Medici. I know
Let's.
I had, but
French disease.
it was a painful lie to live.
I think what
What do you mean?
you could have.
I did not have a say. You must.
But he.
It was hard to deny.
So why not bring the issue?
He would have become angry, I am sure. Perhaps he would have beaten me and taken away the privileges I had worked so hard to earn.
Do you know that for a fact? You couldn't read his mind or tell the future, only make guesses. If he knew that you knew about all of it, even accepted it, maybe you could have had a real conversation about the ways you could both live more honestly.
Oh, Sam, you are so naive. You are very sweet, but men are dogs. They understand only food and sex, and they do not care about the provenance of either.
Alright. Whoa. That's hardcore, ma'am.
I know we fellas don't have the best track record in human
Find a
history,
distortion
but if
within a
you label us as
distortion.
dogs, you're giving up on us.
Wait, what? Find a distortion within a distortion? I know we fellas don't have the best track records in human history, Senora, but if you label us as dogs, you're giving up on us. I guess it was both labeling and overgeneralization. Oh, okay. I think it was both at the same time.
We've got our occasional good qualities. Maybe we'll act like dogs, whining and snapping when we get scared, but challenging us is important.
Oh, it is exhausting, Sam.
I know, babe. I know, babe.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that. Point is, Frankie was no fool, right? He could be reasoned with.
Well, he was wise enough to let me control Mantua. And he had his clever moments.
See?
See, mind reading was a good way to read a lot of stupid in his head, and it wasn't all dumb.
Perhaps it is pointless to tread over the past again and again. What has happened has happened.
Indeed.
It has been nearly 5 centuries. I should not let the past haunt me so.
Oh, she does some shit statements too.
If I am true, Sam, I am still very angry about all the lies I was told. I may be harboring some resentment.
I mean...
You don't say.
You will understand when I tell you of Frankie's greatest cruelty.
Tell me about it.
I will tell you that the man, for all his fighting spirit, had very weak sperm. For he could not sprout a male seed in my womb.
Whoa! Whoa! The baby daddy was not Frankie! You are not the father! Whoa, what is this? Is this labeling? What is this? What is this? What is this? Someone, anyone, I don't know what this is. Yo. Dude. That's crazy, dude. What is this? Oh, I didn't take a screenshot of this. I want to take a screenshot. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna save again. Yeah, no.
Thankfully, I had no natural.
Okay, I do not want to know about your sex life, Andy. I want to be in it. I don't want the fine print. Thank you. Is she labeling? Mind reading, blaming. Yeah, it's
Are you really
blue.
blaming your husband's sperm for your having girls?
Oh, wow.
It could not have been my fault.
Oh, okay, so she's talking about the fact that she had daughters. That's deep.
Senora, even I know it's just luck of the draw. I think you know that too.
Fine. Perhaps I just wanted to insult Frankie. But I will continue.
Dude.
My first child was a girl. I could not have been more embarrassed. Or so I thought. Until I had my second child, who was also a girl. I will tell you, Sam, I was a young woman in mourning. I did not emerge from my chambers for weeks. The next time, finally, I had a boy, my beautiful Federico. He was such a charming child. He would entertain me so with his clownish behavior.
Clownish behavior, lol.
May I show you a picture, Sam?
Oh, she has a photo.
Well, sure, let's take a look.
Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? He could have been a movie star or a model today, don't you think?
Oh my god, bro.
Admit it, he is the most handsome boy who ever walked this cursed
He's
earth.
such a mom.
Well,
Why am I asking you? What do you know of beauty? Anyway, I gave all of myself to him. All my guidance, all my wisdom, and all of my love.
What about your daughters?
Everyone said, you are doting on him. Give him some air. How dare they tell me my business? I am Isabella d'Este.
Always right! Always right! Hello, Sheepful. Welcome to the stream.
Senora, I'm sure you knew what was best for your son, but ain't it possible that those people might have been able to help you?
Lamau, well, he's cute, I think. What a cute boy, ain't him?
It's lonely work when you feel like you can't listen to anyone else.
Are you telling me how I should have raised my son?
I got a better sense of self-preservation than that, Senora. But you gotta admit, this Nosferatu thinking of being always right is pretty exhausting, ain't it?
Oh, that is true. And as it turned out,
Pointless.
it did not matter in the end. Frankie, in his supreme foolishness, managed to get himself captured by the French.
No! Wait, that's the husband.
He ransomed himself out of prison with something more precious than all the gold in Venezia, more valuable than the Pope's seat.
What did he do? What did he do?
He sold my son, my beautiful Federico.
Oh my god, that's a bit wild. Yo.
Dang. That must have been devastating, Senora. I can't imagine how painful that must have been.
No, you cannot. For you will never be a mother to a son so beautiful, so intelligent, and so pure. But that was not the end of my pain. It was not enough to take my son away.
What else did he do?
Not content to merely break me, the French, as always, needed to corrupt.
Okay, she's overgeneralizing, so I could have kept that as well. Anyways, I'm not going back again. That is funny.
They sent my sweet Federico to a den of filth, a place where chastity went to die, straight to the crossroads of Sodom and Gomorrah.
So they turned him into like a concubine kind of thingy, I guess. I guess?
They sent him to the Vatican.
Never mind! This is 10 out of 10! Oh my god! The Vatican!
The Vatican? Seems like that'd be a pretty boring place for a boy to spend time.
This was Rodrigo Borgia's Vatican. It was a city of prostitutes and perverts.
Oh yeah!
And he was their mayor.
Isn't that the father of the Lucrezia Borgia? Yeah, that's the father of Lucrezia Borgia. The lady she said that invented twerking. Yeah, it's the same Borgia. Because she had an illegitimate daughter. And apparently he had an illegitimate daughter, this Rodrigo dude. But did you guys know that apparently there was one time the Pope was missing from a meeting and Lucrezia Borgia, the illegitimate daughter who invented twerking, went into the meeting and sat on the Pope's seat and be like, I'm the Pope now. You know what? Girlie had balls to do that. And she slayed.
My poor Federico. He was a boy of a certain age. I could not have prepared him for the temptations he encountered.
Bro had said.
When he finally returned to me, he was no longer Isabella d'Este's child. He was the child of Francesco Gonzaga, an experienced whoremonger in his own right.
Whoremonger is crazy. I'm stealing whoremonger, okay? That new insult just dropped.
Hold on a sec. No longer your child? You can't think that's true. You raised that boy, and there's no way he could forget you. Maybe he got up to shenanigans out there in the Vatican, but you're only hurting yourself by erasing your influence on him.
Yeah.
Now be honest. Did he lose everything you taught him?
No. He still had an appreciation of art, for which he had some taste. And he had some political acumen, I suppose.
I tried that once. That caused some weird guy to write a cancellation post like 70 reasons why the Pope's must start Christians forming Protestants. I regret nothing, by the way. Of course you don't.
I'm not saying you should forget what happened to your son. That would be pretty unrealistic. But give yourself some credit for the influence you had, huh?
You are kind, Sam. Thank you. But it is hard to forget the child who returned to me.
I mean, I guess it was a reality check.
I am a man now, mother, he would say. I do not have to listen to you.
I mean, is he wrong though? We grow up and we become our own things. Which is to be said, I didn't call my mom for almost 2 weeks now. There's nothing really what to talk about, I guess.
And indeed, he did not. Which is why he died of syphilis, just like his depraved father. He did not even have the courtesy to wait until I was dead.
Oh man.
Now do you understand why I prefer the illusion of truth and beauty I try to bring to art?
Now I will call your mom. Try.
My mother told me when my marriage was young, Isabella, you must pretend that all is as it should be. The truth is dark, but you must maintain your own.
I hate to say it, Senora, but I think your mama was spouting a few should statements of her own. Keeping up that illusion must have been draining.
That is why I tried to create my own illusions. If I depicted love and chastity in their ideal form, I could make that illusion come true.
What is this? I think it's control fallacy. Yeah.
You know, Senora, if anyone were strong enough to change the world's morality, it might be you. But I think you know the truth is that you don't have that kind of control. No one does.
Then why am I here, Sam? Why are any of us here? Are we here to eat, sleep, fornicate, and die?
Well, pretty much.
I know a few folk who might say that's why we're here. It's one of them existential questions, ain't it?
Them folks is me.
Here's my take, Senora. I think you're here to be you.
I certainly hope you have something more intelligent to contribute than that.
I don't really. Here's the thing, Senora. None of us is going to change the world overnight, or even in a millennium of nights. But our being here, being ourselves, swings the pendulum in a whole bunch of unknowable ways.
That is a dark interpretation of reality. Are we truly so powerless?
What is this? Control fallacy again?
What I'm saying, Senora, is not that we're powerless. I'm just saying we ain't gonna change the world on our own. Not everyone's gonna buy what we're selling, but some people are gonna get it. People are still out there talking about the art you brought to the world. Maybe fellas like me don't know who you are, and I bet that nasty Pope from your time wasn't your biggest fan. But you can't help but be an influence on people. Just not all people. Ain't that so?
I do not know if that is enough for me, Sam.
Well, here's what I think we should do, Senora. All them efforts of yours are always facing outward. How about we spend some time on you?
What do you mean?
I mean, let's work on the things Isabella D'Este likes. Forget about the rest of the world. What are you putting in your art that's for you and not for anyone else?
Ooh.
Is it a little embarrassing?
Hush. If you must know.
Hush! The way she said hush though, it's really cute.
It is centaurs. I like centaurs.
Oh, she likes centaurs though, she's so cute! I love her so much! She's my wife! She likes it! Did you know that there was one pope who liked to watch horses? Not because he found it hot, but because he found it hilarious. I think about that a lot. Popes are crazy. But like, it's so cute! My beautiful lady!
Hey, I ain't gonna judge. Sometimes I like horses better than people too.
Yes, well, they are pleasing to look at.
She likes the fact that they got them 2 spines, I guess?
Now, how about this then? Why don't you pick up a brush and paint yourself up a centaur?
I have not attempted to paint for centuries.
This is just for you, Senora. No expectations. How's that sound?
I cannot believe I revealed this thing to you.
But it's so cute! She's like, I like centaurs. They're so pretty.
I'm glad you did. I'm a lucky fella. I get to know an Isabella d'Este no one else knows.
Or the one who made the Vatican house. He even invented them to dinner where his kids were also. Wasn't that the Borgia guy? They would walk on all fours and crush chestnuts. Oh, that's...
And no one else will know, or I will make you suffer. Capiche?
Yes!
You got a deal, Senora. I'm here to be supportive, that's all.
I can't wait to see her centaurs next week.
I hope that when you come back next month, we'll be having a nice conversation about you finding your muse.
Yes. Perhaps. Very well, Sam. I do not understand your ways, but I cannot deny you have a certain untamed wisdom. I shall attempt to paint a centaur. This is not what I expected from therapy, but I shall do as you suggest.
They were based back in the day. Yeah, but they also were doing not good stuff. But then again, that's why not all popes are actually saints. Because not all of them are actually, you know, behaving like saints.
I shall see you in 4 weeks then. Arrivederci, Sam.
Oh yeah, see you soon, Senora. Arrivederci.
Goodbye.
Please don't attempt, okay?
Well, well, Samuel, you never cease to impress. Centaurs.
Come on, it's so adorable! Leave her alone! She's so cute!
I don't think you're supposed to know about that, boss.
I am 3,000 years old, my friend. Horse people are somewhere at the very tip of my kinky iceberg.
Not the horse people at the tip of his kinky eye. Oh, whoever wrote this game needs to get a fat check on his Hershey V-Day damn desk next week.
Well, the Senora's pretty embarrassed about it, so I'd appreciate it if you kept it to yourself.
Senora d'Este is wise to put her faith in you, Samuel. I will gently remind you that relationships between therapists and clients are highly discouraged.
We know.
Oh, come on, Andy. It ain't like that. Senora d'Este is just... You're messing with me.
You're messing with me.
Of course I am. Unless...
Not the Minecraft me! They put a Minecraft! I'm posting this on my Discord server. Ow, this game! Alright, hold on. Ctrl V. What the frick? Yes. Ctrl V. Asha. Minecraft. Unless. Oh my god, I love this game. No, but that is excusable for the silly antics. Also, oh, okay.
Alright, you know what? I'm going downstairs. I could use a drink.
Well earned, Samuel. Please, rest in peace.
I love this. Unless.
Poor Senora. That lady's holding on to a lot of anger. Reminds me of myself as a young vampire.
Alright, let's see. The deeper I dig, the angrier Isabella gets. I don't think we're even at the core of it yet, but she's furious as hell with her husband and son. Adores her son more than anything, a little too much maybe, feels betrayed by both her husband and her son. Seems angry with herself that she wasn't able to control either of them, maybe madder at herself than her boys. I tried to push Isabella to be a little more selfish. She can't control another human being, so maybe she can worry about herself first. She gets a hard on while painting a centaur. Sorry.
Pretty hot in here tonight. I think I'll get some air. Maybe I can get to know Bert a little bit.
We gotta talk to Bert! My beloved.
Hey Bert, how's the crowd tonight? Same old, huh? So,
talk about the weather, talk about sports, talk about the city. Oh, I wanna talk about the city. Yes. Talk to Bert.
What do you think of Leipzig, Bert? Real fascinating architecture here. Hey, not everyone's into architecture, I get it. So what do you do for fun here? More of a homebody, I guess. Yeah, I'm a little introverted too. Spent 90 years walking in the woods, you know. Yeah, there's nothing I like better in nature. The trees, the plants, the animals. The cities just seem so dead at night.
No, Bert.
I can tell I'm interrupting. Well, nice talking to you anyway, Bert. I'm gonna head inside.
Have fun, mate.
I love you, Bert.
Hey, Crimson, how's the crowd?
Hey, cowboy. Bit busy tonight, but how'd your session go?
No, I think this lady's starting to realize what she can't control, which is a lot. She's still mad as hell about it, but I think we're getting closer to acceptance.
I know how she feels, cowboy. I feel like I wasted years of my life in DC trying to make the world a better place. But it sounds like you are making progress to me. She's got time to make her peace. That's what Andy says about you vampires.
Yep, that's true. We can take 40 years or 400, but that's up to us.
In the meantime, I'll whip something up for a hot summer night.
Brat Summer at the Vampire Club.
What's this now?
Blood margarita. Figured a hot-blooded desperado like you could use something cold.
Oh, mighty kind of you, Crimson. I'll let you get back to work and take this up to my coffin for a quiet night.
Night, Sam.
Now let's see, what'll help me reflect on the night?
There's the hat. I love that. I think this changes during, like...
I think there's something Omar Khayyam once wrote that I can look up. Or I could watch Buster Keaton almost get himself killed a bunch.
Watch him abusing himself. As much as I love to, I'm gonna take the other one because, you know... Or just go to... I'm gonna go to sleep for now.
I think that's enough for one night. Better get me some shut-eye. Got the feeling my work's gonna get harder before it gets easier.
Alright. Let's just heat up the next day. Also, I'm kind of getting hungry. I might try and grab some grub, but... I
My
have
dear
to...
Samuel, greetings. How are you feeling tonight?
I also feel like I need to fry some meat. I don't really have anything to eat. Hold on, I'm gonna check if I can make some food very fast. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I put some meat to fry at this ungodly hour, so it will take at least 40 minutes to be done anyway.
Honestly, I'm feeling a little like a horse who's about to be ridden by a big old fella.
In a kinky way?
I am not certain I comprehend your meaning. Have you met a special someone, my friend?
What? No, it ain't that. I mean, I'm feeling a little on edge. Edmund's coming in.
Aha, our actor friend. What about him has you nervous, Sam?
He's just a lot to deal with. I find myself a little drained after our sessions.
Ah, yes. Challenging the reality distortion fields of those with narcissistic tendencies is taxing.
I know, but if I'm here doing this therapist thing, I should help him one way or another.
Ah, remember your own distortions. You are under no obligation to help Edmund. If helping him drains you, remember that you do not have to aid him.
True.
Yeah, you're right. I still want to try, though. I want to see if I can help him.
I shall not stand in your way, then. Have you an idea of what distortions he might be exhibiting tonight?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Alright. Any idea, folks? Always right. I guess emotional reasoning. Maybe mind reading. He might do some blaming instead. It's always the last one to pick out that is the hardest. Should I try disqualifying the positive or should statements? Maybe control fallacy. I'm gonna try Nosferatu thinking for now. I'm gonna try control fallacy. Let's see.
I think that should cover it.
I wish you peace and patience, Samuel. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Andy.
Here comes the boy.
Edmund, amigo, how's it hanging?
To the left and most proudly, my dear boy.
Eddie! He's left leaning.
Indeed, tonight I sit before you victorious. Thy gentle prodding hath guided me back to the womb of creation.
That's fantastic, dude.
Do I want you to spell that out for me?
The stage, good sir, the stage. For if all the world's a stage, then the stage is where humanity is born.
That's a bit extra.
Yeah, I guess that must be true. So what are you saying? You nabbed some kind of juicy role?
Not just any role. Nay, I have been given the opportunity to once again subvert the audience's expectations.
So, imagine he becomes a corn star. Yo, imagine he becomes a corn star. Just saying.
Though it was thy tender words that cleared the mists of doubt from my mind and reminded me that I belong to the stage, not to the audience.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Eddie. Tell me all about it. What's been going on?
Do you remember the advice you gave me when last we met?
Yeah, the film yourself?
I told you to film yourself doing some acting, right? How'd that go?
I did as you suggested. I set up a camera, and for no one but myself, I became the Dane.
Marmaduke?
Marmaduke.
Hamlet, my dear boy, Hamlet. I watched the great Edmund Kean inhabit the bard's greatest role once again, and in him I saw humanity pure, naked, and true.
Did he do some naked acting? I swear, if he becomes a corn star, that's gonna be the funniest thing ever.
It was akin to pornography, albeit far more revealing. That Edmund Kean, I told myself, he and only he could produce something so beautiful.
Yo. Is this personalization? Or always right?
Wait just a minute there, Eddie. You're an incredible actor, everyone agrees on that. But it's a big world out there, and everyone's got their own experiences. We all got capacity to do incredible things. It's a combination of luck, perseverance, and being in the right place at the right time. You ain't a great actor because you're Edmund Kean. You're a great actor because of the things that made you Edmund Kean.
You toy with the fates and flirt with pedantry, my dear boy.
Pedantry? What's that word?
Oh, it is oft said that an infinite number of monkeys with an infinite number of typewriters and infinite time could produce all the works of Shakespeare, but such a thing is infinitely unlikely.
But didn't that got confirmed?
If you will permit me to continue, to watch myself act without an audience was simply rapturous. I am not ashamed to admit that I did weep. I wept for the stage, that I deprived it of my greatness on account of my own misplaced dread. I have been a cream-faced loon, a devout coward, and most
Oh, he
religious.
does some
Why
labeling.
should Edmund Kean fear any audience? You spoke truly. Edmund Kean bared his chest to all the slings and arrows of an unappreciative audience, and was somehow surprised when they hit their mark. The Edmund Kean that you see before you is armored in love of the craft that no arrow may penetrate, and so casts aside the cloak of cowardice.
I hate the British.
To think, I feared mortal directors. I feared the audition and the criticism that would come afterward. I feared the cast list, bereft of Edmund Kean. But to you I give thanks, for can a mortal director know my brilliance? Nay. They're all clay-brained guts and mouldy rogues. Their disrespect for the craft makes
Gonna
fools.
have to load all the way back here and do some challenging on myself, because he does a lot of labeling out of nowhere. Maybe less emotional reasoning and more control. Alright, let's try this
I think
instead.
that should...
I wish you
Thanks, Andy.
Sorry, chat. Be right back.
Edmund...
To the left, indeed.
This... Oh,
Not there.
well, I'm...
Do you? I did.
Marmaduke?
It was akin to pornography, albeit far more revealing.
We all... You ain't a great...
You toy with... if you will. I am not I have been a cream-faced loon, a devout coward,
Yeah.
and most religious in it. Why should Edmund Kean fear any audience?
Whoa, slow down there, Eddie. I don't know what the heck a cream-faced loon might be, but it don't sound too good. Think about the Edmund that showed up here 2 months ago. If I'd heard it was you, Eddie, he's still in there, so be nice to him, all right?
Very well. Honeyed words entrap sweeter prey, do they not? You spoke truly. Edmund Kean bared his chest to all the slings and arrows of
Yeah.
The Edmund Kean that you see before you is armored in love of the craft.
Yeah.
To think, I feared mortal
Yeah,
directors.
I know this one.
But to you I give thanks. For can a mortal director know my brilliance? Nay. They're all clay-brained guts and mouldy rogues. Their disrespect for the craft makes fools of them.
Hey, what's that labeling doing for you? If you don't respect directors, why do you think they're gonna respect you?
Because I'm worthy of respect. I create. They merely push the chess pieces on the board.
You know, my old buddy John used to say, respect given is respect earned. Maybe them directors would be bigger fans of yours if you didn't call them names.
Perhaps 'tis so. But they should know my value. I know in my damned soul that the stage is worse off without Edmund Kean, and nothing any mortal director can say will disabuse me of this. Ergo, I did ask myself, Edmund, what is an audition? Is it a trial to overcome? Is a director a god dispensing holy judgment? And I replied, Edmund, do not ask such foolish questions, the answers to which thou knowest well. An audition, my dear boy, is not an opportunity, but an invitation to display the craft before another.
Okay.
So I told myself, why not act, dear boy? And so I did.
Okay.
So you did an audition, all right, that's great. Did you have fun with it?
You speak so simply, my friend. Fun does not adequately describe the feeling one has when the muse takes over.
Really now?
It is transcendence, an affirmation of purpose, to condense humanity within oneself, if only for a moment. It is an orgasmic experience.
Huh.
That sounds intense, Eddie. Having an orgasm in front of someone else is pretty brave.
I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this on my next thumbnail. I'm just saying, my next thumbnail is gonna have this photo. No questions asked. It's gonna be this photo.
Oh, but it is freeing. A true actor hides nothing.
Maybe he should hide his seed.
The director, she told me she had never witnessed such a thing in all her years, few as they were. Is this Dionysus
Yeah,
reborn?
she does some mind reading.
Why
He
have
does
the
some mind
fates
reading.
graced mine eyes with such depth of the human spirit?
The script popped up again.
This time, my friend, I did not have to wait for a cast list at all. You are looking at a leading man once more.
Yay!
Hey, congratulations, Eddie. That's great. See, I knew you'd get your mojo back if you remembered what made you love the stage in the first place.
Mojo Dojo Casa House.
For this, I am eternally grateful, and indeed, I do have an eternity to be grateful.
Please tell me he got cast for a corn movie. Please, it's gonna be the funniest thing ever.
Now
Or an
I
ad.
can already hear the calls resounding through the theater. Keen, 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 give us Keen!
You may want to pick a different name.
Nonsense! They will say Edmund Kean has returned and be none the wiser as to the accuracy of their statement.
So what's the big role, Eddie?
Please tell me it's corn. Please tell me it's corn. It's gonna be the funniest shit ever.
Ah, we get to the meat of it, onto the very sinew at last. They say that every story is a circle, that we return whence we came.
Okay,
it is
so
with me.
he has to act as himself. That's going to unlock so many weird shit in his head.
'Twas tragedy that made me, tragedy that formed me, tragedy that raised me to glory, and tragedy that shall do so once more.
Okay.
I shall play the part of Pierrot. Pierrot, the clown who
Never
cried.
mind. It's a
Pierrot,
clown.
the mask of the tragedy that is life.
So you're a clown.
I ain't familiar.
I believe you are, though you know a far inferior version, the one made famous by that ludicrous creature Grimaldi.
What? I don't get it.
Grimaldi who?
Yeah, thank you. I think I'm also confused.
Splud, my dear boy. Do you know nothing of late 18th century English theatre?
Yeah, nothing.
They must have skipped that subject in Frontier School.
Grimaldi was the other influential actor in London.
Uh-huh.
But whereas I drew out the soul and laid it bare on stage, Grimaldi, in comparison, was a clown, a jester, a funny man.
A funny man is Redrick. Excuse you. You cannot take that away from Reddy.
Yeah, hold on there, Eddie. People have written plenty about what a great actor you are. Giving another actor nasty labels don't look good on you. Probably ain't accurate either.
Oh, but my dear boy, Grimaldi was as the moon amidst the stars of jest, by whose pale light all subsequent mirth is but a reflection.
Okay, hold on. I gotta check who's this Grimaldi. Grimaldi? Actor? Grimaldi clown. Joseph Grimaldi. is in the early 90s. She was an English actor, comedian, and dancer who became the most popular English entertainer of the Regency era. Early 19th century, explained the role of a clown in the Harlequinade that formed part of British pantomimes, notably at the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane, and St. Walter's. So he did literally play a clown. He was just a silly man. And never mind, he did not look silly, he looked downright terrifying. Never mind, his son was also a clown. Huh. So he was a silly guy. Okay, that good to know, good to know. Okay.
He was the clown. So as you see, I cannot label one already so anointed.
Okay, I mean, he's not wrong.
Oh, in that case, label away.
Grimaldi was an artist, like myself.
There ought to be clowns. Defend the clown who didn't need help. Yay, I got an achievement. But where his comes to soul, his was lunch.
When I strode upon the stage, my audience saw all the acts of life play out, in all their woe and joy. Oh, but Joey Grimaldi, the great clown himself, could create bottom noises with his armpit.
Joey Grimaldi! So he was doing fart noises with, you know, when you... I never understood how people do that. Anyways, Joey Grimaldi sounds like a cool corn actor name.
Yet whose name was on the lips of the adoring public? Not Keen's, no. Not the bard's emissary.
It was the silly man. He musty.
Give us the farting clown. Give us Grimaldi.
I think... Ow! My leg! I think Grimaldi and Reddy would be great friends. Silly clown, man.
So you see, my dear boy, for me to play the tragic clown Piero, this is my opportunity to take what Grimaldi stole from me.
Okay, good luck learning how to make sounds.
What did he steal?
He stole my audience.
Ooh, is this blaming or is this personalization? No, it's... Is it blaming?
From what you've told me, I don't think you and this Grimaldi fella had the same audience.
That's true.
I don't think anyone showing up for a farting clown show and getting Edmund Keen is gonna be too happy, and it'd have nothing to do with you.
This is clear lack of...
But if Grimaldi had not peddled his base filth, my audience would not have waned when it did. They would have been mine.
Ooh, is this always right? Or control No, it's not.
Edmund assumes his rival stole his crowd, but is it so?
Okay, give me a second. I'm thinking. Personalization then? No way. I mean, maybe. No.
Edmund assumes his rival stole his crowd.
Sorry, let me think. Fourth fallacy. No way it's control fallacy. I'm gonna try though. Wait, didn't I try? No. No?
Edmund assumes his rival stole his crown.
So I'm guessing it's blaming then. It is blaming. Did I hit blaming deja already? No, right? Yeah.
Eddie, I think you're blaming Grimaldi for something that wasn't in his control. Was Grimaldi really trying to steal your audience? Or was he just selling something they were buying?
Of course he was jealous. Why would he not be? If I were a middling actor and saw a young genius rising in the ranks of the thespian order, I would be much afeard of him.
Ooh, okay. What is this? Is he labeling him? I mean, yeah, he's calling him a middling actor. But I feel like this is more than that. I mean, it feels like it's mind reading, but it's something more too. No.
Edmund sees many things that are not reflected.
Let me think. Maybe it's personalization.
Maybe Grimaldi was doing his own thing because he liked doing it, which is just what I've been encouraging you to do.
Tilly-fally! I said he was a clown, not lacking eyes and ears. Of course he was threatened by me.
Tilly-fally? What does tilly-fally mean? Tilly-fally meaning... nonsense. Fiddlesticks! I love fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks is based.
But you said yourself that he had his own style that wasn't anything like yours.
He was a thief and a fool. If not for his cheap entertainment, I would have had the whole of London hanging on my every word.
Yeah, but like, why would you do that?
And if the sun didn't shine, we could go out during the day. Come on, Eddie, the world ain't waiting on you. Grimaldi had his audience and you had yours. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Perhaps, though I weep bitter tears to think the people so base. And I weep for myself, my dear boy.
Yeah.
The riches and fame he received should have been mine, and would have been, had the fates not cursed me with his birth.
Ooh, that's deep though. Yo. No, it's not blaming. Sorry.
Watch out, Samuel. I think you're losing.
Sorry. I'm thinking. Sorry. Let me think. Yo, bro is... Is this personalization again? I never understand personalization, I swear.
The
Yeah.
fates cursed you with Grimaldi's birth? I don't think baby Grimaldi was thinking too much about you, my friend.
Well, no, he wasn't. He was 11 years my senior.
He was 11 years younger than you and you're bicker about it? You should have been the great senpai.
So maybe he was cursed with your birth then.
Wait, so... He 11 years senior. Okay, so Grimaldi was older.
You delight in making me play the part of the fool, don't you?
The point I'm trying to make is that making things about Grimaldi versus Keen ain't doing you any favors.
There is some truth in your words. Why should I lower myself to his level? I am no flatulent jester. I am Edmund Keen.
Yeah, but now you have to be a jester.
And mark my words, my boy. I shall cast Joseph Grimaldi from the Thespian Order. When I play Pierrot the Clown, Wikipedia shall forget all about that fool.
Wikipedia shall forget about that fool. Dude, what is this? Control palace?
Just a sec there, Eddie. I'm afraid you don't have the power to make Wikipedia forget about anything. I mean, I can barely figure out how to use the damn thing. They get stuff wrong all the time, just like any history book. Can't stop that.
True.
May they be thrice damned then. Perhaps I shall simply become so rich and powerful that I shall buy it.
Oh my god! It's just like Elon Musk! Oh my god! Edmund Keen buying Wikipedia. Put that on our... Let's put that on our bingo card.
Wikipedia's free.
This is most fortuitous. I can purchase it immediately.
No, Edmund, don't do that.
Eddie, I'm saying you can't control Wikipedia, and it ain't a good use of your efforts. The best thing you can do is focus on you, okay? That you can control.
Of course you are correct. The force of my performance alone shall redefine the role of the clown.
Alright.
You see, my dear boy, I have already calculated my triumphant return to the stage. Every move, every word, every expression shall be unassailable. You see,
Yeah.
Edmund Keen is never wrong about matters of character.
I'm glad to hear your confidence, Eddie, but I just want to give you a word or two of caution. Acting's all about humanity, not just Eddie Keen, right? If you don't give yourself a little room to bend, your audience might not see themselves in you.
Ha! Let them dream their filthy little dreams. If my body is that which draws them in before I spring the theatrical trap, I care not.
I didn't mean that. I just meant that you're drawing some hard boundaries acting-wise. Giving yourself some middle ground ain't a bad thing.
I know you play your part, therapist, as I must play mine. I have heard your cautions. They need not be repeated. Indeed, I doubt our meetings will be necessary any longer.
Oh no.
I must confess to some strong misgivings about you, therapist.
Really?
There are times when we speak that I feel exposed, diminutive, and weak, and I can only conclude from those feelings that you are trying to hurt me.
Ooh, okay.
Regardless, opening night is a month from now. I doubt you shall see me again, for I shall not need your services. The public thought they knew what a clown was. In a month's time, they will forget Grimaldi and Bozo.
Bozo!
Only King's clown will remain.
Bozo! I love Bozo.
Therefore, why shall I need you? When I have the public's love that I am due, what need will I have for a therapist?
Let's see. If you don't need me, you don't need me. You need me to help you handle all that fame. You need me to emotional support. If you don't need me, you don't need me. Let's try this one.
Hey, if you don't need me, I'm happy. There's lots of folks who can use my help.
I was hoping you would lament my loss more than that.
Of course I'd miss you, Eddie. You're as interesting a fella as they come. But if you don't need me, I've done my job pretty well.
Yes, well, I must admit, your suggestion of filming myself was rather brilliant, and I do owe you my thanks. Do you have any final words of wisdom for me then, dear boy? Theatre has lost its popularity because of my absence. When the public takes notice of Edmund Kean once again, how might I prepare myself?
Actually, I'm gonna put it here.
I just want to remind you, Eddie, that even if you give the greatest performance of all time, people ain't waiting for you.
I said, see you next week, buddy.
Think about how you felt when you were acting for yourself and not for the audience. Your most important audience member is you, compadre.
Ever the nemesis of mirth art thou, Sam Walls. But there is a little wisdom in what you speak. I shall remember Edmund Kean.
He's gonna be back in the month.
I suppose then that this is goodbye, dear boy.
You sure you don't want me to keep your session slot open for next month?
There is no need. As you are so eager to help others, please do so, and worry not for Edmund Kean.
Tell you what, I'll keep it open just this once. I'll take the night off if you don't show up. Sound good?
Then I beg you enjoy a night of simple peace. You shall not see me.
Yeah, he'll be back. He'll be back. He's going to gaslight the whole place up again. He's going to gaslight shit.
I give you thanks. And please, send me a V-mail. I shall arrange theatre tickets for you if you are ever in London.
Aww. He's so going to be back. Yeah, it's not Jober.
I'll do that.
He will be
You
crying.
take care of yourself, you hear?
I shall be Edmund Kean's greatest advocate. Farewell, therapist. May fortune favor you as it has me.
Adios, Eddie.
Well, Samuel, it seems you are down one client.
Yeah, I guess so. If he thinks he doesn't need me, I guess I'm doing something right.
You are unsure.
I don't know, Andy. I think that fella's got some more work to do, but he ain't ready to do it yet.
I believe you are correct, Samuel. I did warn you that this was likely to happen with our dear Edmund Kean. Do not consider it a failure of yours. Remember that we are all on our own journeys, and some of us need a little extra time to reach the next stage of that journey.
Yeah, he need to fail so hard to realize that he's not good.
Or in my case, a few thousand years. We cannot control the mind of any other.
Yeah, I suppose that's the way it's gotta be.
I believe Sam is sus for failing whatever he did. Don't worry, he didn't do anything. So, Eddie said that I will not need you therapist any longer, and I said, sure, Eddie, I'll keep a slot open for you.
Go downstairs and have a drink to fate's whimsical turns. It is that which we cannot control that makes the world so rich and interesting.
All right, Andy, that sounds good right about now.
Go then, my friend. The night awaits. Rest in peace.
Well, that was a weird one. I guess it always is with Edmund. Half the time I can't make heads or tails of what that feller's saying.
I guess that's it for Eddie. He quit therapy today. I guess I'll close out my notes. Eddie got cast in a play as some famous clown he had a rivalry with back in the day. He's rekindled his love for acting. Not just the audience still thinks everyone is waiting for him to light up the stage, obsessed with his own Wikipedia. I don't know how I feel about this one. I hope I'm wrong and that Eddie's gonna be fine though. Actors are strange. Yeah, no, he'll be back.
I'll go check in with Crimson and see if she's got any of her wisdom to share. How we doing tonight, Crimson?
The drinks are flowing and the blood's pumping. Can't ask for more than that. How are you, Sam?
Well, I had my first client graduate. They quit therapy today.
Congratulations, cowboy. Helped a
Yeah,
vampire
no,
see
he'll be
that,
so
How do you
bad.
feel about it?
I swear this fella's just doubling down on the stuff that's making him unbalanced.
Yeah.
He thinks he's gonna make the whole world admire him. I'm afraid he ain't nearly born enough for mass appeal.
Sorry to hear it, Sam. I'm sure he must have gotten something out of talking to you, though.
Well, even if not everyone loves what he's doing, at least he's doing what he loves.
Hey, I'd call that a win, cowboy. Not everyone gets to do what they love.
Sounds like you got some feelings about that.
All right, I'm gonna let you in on a big, dark secret. Maybe even darker than the fact that I drink blood.
Alright.
I'll hold it with high honor, Crimson.
I liked being a lawyer.
Oh, she liked being a lawyer. She calls me boy till I yeehaw.
Oh, you're right. That is dark.
Oh, shut up. I was good, Sam. I fought the good fight, and I knew case law like the back of my hand. The law just moved too slowly for me in the end, and getting cancer made it seem meaningless. Now, I love this place, and I love Andy, but I know I wasn't born to bartend.
True.
Couldn't you practice law in Germany?
You try learning German and tell me how it goes, Desperado.
True.
Oh, come on, it ain't that hard. I've picked up some German already. Ich spreche Deutsch good.
Ich spreche Deutsch gut, guys. They're for real.
Hold me, Maxie. The cowboy is being once again too cute. I believe I shall burst.
Reinhard and Maxi. That was half Dutch.
Cowboy, come with us and we will teach you how to speak sehr gut Deutsch.
Oh wow! He's going to joke. Look, I love Reinhardt so much and Maxi. Like, if I was a funny vampire, I'd be hanging out with them all the time.
I think I hear my dinner calling. I'll talk to you later, Crimson.
Not my dinner
Be
calling.
gentle with him, you two.
I love these guys.
Now we will teach you the German that is most important for you to know.
Oh no, they're gonna teach him sexy German. Where is Zomar? Someone call Zomar. Oh yeah, mein Pinot is going to work, you know? Yeah. I don't know if I said it half correct. I need someone call Zomar. Zomar, I'm gonna add him. Please, Zomar, you gotta. I need him here. Oh my god! This club is full of yes, good lord, these guys cannot stop atting me. Ready? Can you? Oh. Oh, never mind. We both. Okay, they gonna teach him sexy German, Zomar. It's time to learn.
It is important to ask politely when you wish to drink from someone's neck.
Oh, really now?
Tell them, your neck is beautiful. May I drink from it?
That's not really German.
Ihr Hals ist wunderschön. Darf ich von Ihnen trinken?
That sounds so stupid. Sorry. Zish long me long.
Now ask Reinhardt if he will let you drink from his neck.
It is very important to get the declensions correct in German.
Oh, they actually going down linguistics? You're okay. So which one was it? Which one is it? Okay, I'm gonna wait. Which one is it? I completely missed it deja. Hold on, chat. I need space. Oh my god, thank you. Can I have a knife? Oh, thanks. Sorry. I wanted to pick it up. I was just waiting for the sexy Germans to stop talking. Darf ich von einen Pionier trinken? Second? Just let's wait for Zomar. Zomar, which one do you like him? Dein Hals ist wunderschön. Darf ich von ihm trinken? Which one is it? is the second one? It's the right. Is the right. None of them look like this. None of them is dying. It's definitely not your neck is wunderschön. I guess it's the second one. I'm gonna try this one.
Your halls is wunderschön. Darfig von Ihnen drink.
Is wunderschön.
Oh, meine Ohren.
Bro is coming. I'm losing it. They're all with massive American accent. Yes! You cannot teach Sam German. Not with this space. I love Reinhardt so much. And Moxie too, but like Reinhardt is such my favorite, so my favorite. I like him because he sounds like a silly bottom. Well, chat, I'm eating too.
You have made my boyfriend sad, cowboy. Now you must drink from his neck to make him feel better.
Oh, Thank you.
Cowboy,
Oh, come on, you ain't gonna die. Just hold still.
Okay, sorry, I clicked too fast.
Oh, Maxi. Now I'm feeling very disoriented and euphoric. Oh, so I've done many club drugs.
Partydrogen, yes! I love that. Partydrogen. God, my mouth hurts so badly. Like my tongue.
I will take you home, Knutschkugel. Now what do you say, cowboy?
Knutschkugel, what the shit is that supposed to mean? Someone can say that. Knutschkugel. Gute RCH Google meaning. Oh, smooch ball. Smooch ball. Huh? Smooch ball. Common nickname for those little round two-seater cars you see in European What is this? As a dog name. In a lovely way, not but it's a normal way. Wait. It means Germans are too wait. It's a nickname for someone who you want to kiss a lot. Oh, like a okay.
Oh, Dankeschön.
Dankeschön!
Dankeschön, sexy. We must practice together so.
Dankeschön.
I must take this hot little man home now. Tschüss, tschüss.
Oh, not the tschüss. I love that.
Oh, yeah, see you later, you two. Well, it's about time for some shut-eye anyway.
Tschüss. I love that. I love tschüss a lot. I think it's really cute. It's when we say papa.
Good evening, Samuel. I believe you are seeing your elder vampire tonight.
Hold on. Oh, fuck my jaw. Oh. I hurt my jaw. Oh my god. My mouth hurts.
That's right. I hope she's making some progress. Well, the world sure did a number on that lady.
I am hopeful. One does not live so long without being very resilient. I have had a number of near-final death incidents myself, and I had been trained to fight since childhood.
Ooh.
That's true. She's clearly got a few tricks up her sleeve. I don't even know how she plays them 3D video games.
Based on her last session, you probably have some idea of her current concerns. Would you like to prepare your distortions?
Yeah, I guess I'd better do that. Now, let's see.
Alright. Always right. Mind reading. Disqualifying the positives. And what else? I am lucky that I'm not Deutsch. But yeah, it's wifey time. What do you guys think her last distortion is? I always have a problem picking out the last one. I love Maddie too. She's really cute. Personalization. Okay. You can try. Let's see.
All right, I think I've got what I need.
Very good, Samuel. I shall leave you. I believe I hear the flapping of ancient wings.
Greetings, my most favorite mouse.
Hello, Maddie.
Good to see you, matey. How's this month been for you?
Oh, it's been ever so tiring. My Glitch channel hit 100 million followers, and they are all very hungry for content.
Oh no.
What do you mean by content? Is it like making a TV show?
Ooh, she should make a TV show.
Oh, no, silly mouse. Do you know how we're hungry for blood all the time? Mortals are like that too, but for content.
Well, I can teach you guys English. Look, buddy. I think half of us European folks, even Eastern European folks, speak English better than Americans. I'm just saying.
It means constantly putting up new things on the internet. If they don't get content, they get frightfully bored.
I can see why that'd be exhausting.
It's alright, silly cowboy. It can be very nice. They're always very excited to see me. And they give me ever so much money. I don't know what to do with it all.
Damn,
Sounds
you should give
like
it to
you
me.
can afford to take a break, huh? Did you take that day off like you promised?
I did. I didn't like it very much.
It's like you're trying to speak to me, but I don't know what language it is. Too bad we don't speak the same language. It would make editing for you so much easier. No, I think you're misunderstanding me with Kyon. Kyon sometimes speaks a different English, and it's okay. We love him for it. We love Kyon's English.
I'm sorry to hear that, matey. What was bad about it?
It was very quiet. It was just me, alone, with no one to talk to but the voices in my head. And those voices are very unkind.
Damn, ready. I love my jokes go over Navi's head. Yes! I don't take your insults. I send them to the next person. Insults as in like joke, you know.
What do they say?
They say, Medi, you're being a very naughty vampire. You should respond to your zealots. You should be planning your content.
Okay, so she's just labeling.
Yeah, I gotta confess, I got almost no idea what you're talking about. I didn't get much past female.
I don't know what I'd do without the internet. I'd probably be
Ooh.
a pile of ashes. Or maybe a desiccated, bloodless corpse.
I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna do something better. Give me a sec. I wanna try labeling and Nosferatu thinking.
All right, I think I've got what I need.
Very good, Samuel. I shall leave you. I believe I hear the
Good.
It
Well, sounds.
was...
What do they say?
They say, Medi,
You ain't a naughty vampire, Mitty. You're who you are. Labeling yourself ain't gonna help you none.
Oh. You said Ryu and I got confused because I don't see Ryu in chat. Ryu maybe, but he left already.
You call yourself names and you're just gonna build up fear of being a naughty vampire, whatever the heck that is.
It's for my own good, sweet mouseling. You don't know how people on the internet can be.
Yeah, I gotta confess, I got almost no idea what you're talking about. I didn't get much past female.
I don't know what I'd do without the internet.
Yeah, and this is Nosferatu.
Well, that's some pretty extreme thinking there, miss. You've lived without the internet for a real long time. I don't know why you'd turn into a desiccated corpse without it.
That's true.
I suppose I could live without it for a little while. But, you know, I don't belong here in this world, right, little mouse?
Why wouldn't you?
No, I don't know that. That's that extreme thinking again. There ain't no such thing as belonging perfectly, and there's a lot of space between thriving and being dead. I mean, look at us. We're both alive and dead, so I think we do a pretty good job of proving extremes not to be true.
It's okay, Maddie, you can belong with me, please.
Yes. I suppose you must be right. We're very bad at staying still like proper dead people.
She's so adorable.
I gotta ask, how'd you get so good at all this internet stuff anyway? I can't keep up with all this modern technology.
Well, back in the before times, I didn't need the internet very much. I used to live in the wilds where no one knew to look for me. If any silly mortals came to visit me, I would eat them. And if no one came to visit, I could go hunting for them on my own. But now there aren't any wilds. Now there are motorways and nasty machines. Now there are suburbs and shopping centers.
She's an online. She likes Amazon. She likes online shopping.
So what did you do when the wilds went away?
I moved into the city, but I never liked it very much. People were very upset at me for being able to come out only at night. They started to whisper that I was a witch. And I know what mortals like to do to witches. Pop goes the eyeball.
She crazy like that. Dude, I keep forgetting how crazy she is. She had a name. Manic Maddie or something? That's something last stream.
Oh, right, yeah. Funny. So, how'd you manage?
Well, I found out I could get mortals to do things for me. In exchange for a peek at my naughty bits, and for their miserable little insect lives, they would clean up after all my messes. Realised that mortals only ever wanted one of two things from me. To kill me, or to do sexual things with me. As long as they think they can have a chance of sexual things, I can control them.
I guess that's that's definitely overgeneralization, never mind.
I think you're shooting fish in a real small barrel there, miss. You're judging mortals based on your experience, but there are about 8 billion of them out there.
Oh my.
There are mortals who hate killing and hate sex, or don't even care about either of those things. Some of them just want to watch TV and they're happy with that.
Those are even more disgusting, because they are cowards and liars. Most of my best friends over the last millennia have been insects. Do you know why, little mouse?
Oh, why don't you tell me?
Insects never lie. They kill, they eat, and they make babies. Sometimes they eat their babies. They don't pretend to be intelligent and chivalrous. They just are. They never surprise me. That's why I don't let mortals surprise me either. If they were honest, they would eat their babies too.
Oh my god, that's a bit too much, don't you think?
Well, that conversation took a kind of dark turn, but I think I get what you mean about not letting mortals surprise you. You're protecting yourself, and that's a sensible thing to do. That being said, you seem pretty convinced that danger is a sure thing.
That's right. If I let myself feel safe, that's when they'll come for me.
Nope.
I know the vampire-phobic persecution.
Raccoon, you need to take it outside. And then it's over generalization again. No, never mind. I can fix you, Pulusu. What is this, dude? Ah, yeah, it's opposite.
You lived in the woods like I have. I get fear is important. It protects us. But you know as well as I do, that feeling's been wrong sometimes. I'm not saying not to be afraid, just to accept your fear might not always be right. Heck, I think one of my best friends in the last 50 years was a grizzly bear.
Oh, I suppose that's true. I used to have a wolf. Fionnuala the Fair, I called her. She could catch human treats right out of the air.
So cute.
Human treats?
Bodies.
Oh, you know, a finger, a nose, an ear. She was so cute.
Oh, well, I'm glad you made a friend. But again, you weren't afraid of her, which is how you were able to make friends at all. But don't let me interrupt you. You figured out how to get mortals to help you. Then what?
Well, my devoted little perverts were very helpful, but they had a very nasty habit of getting caught disposing of bodies. Policemen would shoot them into little bloody giblets. I don't like policemen very much.
She's a cab.
I haven't had a good track record with lawmen either.
That's why I don't use them as my helpers. I can't trust them not to take their guns out and go, pow, pow, blam, 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 blam. Ugh, oh, I'm dying. My guts are falling out. Oh, why, policemen? Why? Ugh.
She's so extra.
Anyway, if my blood bags died, it would mean I couldn't get a fresh supply of blood without doing very risky things. I realized that the more blood bags I had, the safer I'd be. That's why when I found out about the internet, I knew I had to get online.
I guess that makes some kind of sense.
Oh, it was so exciting though, little mouse. All of a sudden, I could make people do whatever I wanted without having to leave my flat at all. I had so many fans, and they would disappear, but then they would be replaced by even more, just like insects. It's very easy back then. All you had to do is say you were a girl and the grabby little grubs would come out of their holes. Ah, we want vaginas.
Oh my god, this is so good.
So I ain't exactly gonna defend how menfolk act on the internet, but going back to what we were saying before. Using these funny labels of yours probably makes it easier to fall into the overgeneralization trap. If you label people on the internet grabby grubs, well, that's all you're gonna find, know what I mean?
Sometimes I think maybe you're a fun vampire. You take all the fun and go...
What's a goosey? Guy? See? Or...
I ain't trying to ruin your fun, Maddie. Just asking you to think about the words you use and why you might be using them.
But then people realized they could say that they were anything on the internet. It was all like a big game. And what do you suppose I said I was, little mouse?
You said you were a witch? She said she was a man? I don't think so. A wizard? I don't think she said that. Maybe she said she was a man, but no. Already.
Did you say you were a wizard?
No, I don't like wizards.
Oh, true, that's true. Okay, fine. Dude, you're persistent. Imagine she really did say that she's a man. Shut up, phone.
Did you say you were a dog? I heard no one knows if you're a dog on the internet.
If I were a dog, how would I have learned to type?
True. It's gotta be a man then. Yeah, ready. Take your bottoms outside. Tip me off. And you wouldn't want to piss off your makeup artist, now would you?
Did you say you were a fella?
No,
Okay, so none of them.
that wouldn't be a very exciting game. What would I do if I were a man?
I don't know. Scratch yourself and spit.
But I already do that, silly mouse. I said I was a vampire.
Ah, I see. Okay. She was being smart.
Well, that sounds kind of dangerous. I'm surprised you were so open about it after all you've been through.
Oh, but as far as they knew, I was only pretending to be a vampire because you could be anything you wanted to be. Sometimes they would come to meet me in person and they were so surprised when I drank all of their blood. But I don't think they minded very much.
Oh, okay, finally. She does some mind reading.
You honestly think they didn't mind being killed by you?
Of course not. It was their greatest dream for a pretty young vampire to drink all of their blood. They really, really wanted it to happen.
How would you know?
Medi, you've been dead for what, 1,800 years? Somehow, I don't think you've got enough in common with a mortal in the 21st century to know what they're thinking.
True.
Suppose you must be right. I don't think it matters though. Their lives are so very short. Nobody asks what insects are thinking.
Midi could get the Feddy if she is ready.
Thank you, Blazer, for the $2. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but at least you ain't presuming to know what an insect is thinking.
Oh, you're a very smart, funny cowboy man. That's a very good point. It was certainly a much nicer time to be online, though. I think that was my favorite time of the internet. There was a little place there for everyone, even me.
While you say, there's a chance that you still have.
I ran a web ring for vampires. We had our own websites where we would invite people to come let us drink their blood.
Yeah, please don't spam. I'm gonna time out you, and I love you, fan, but still.
I suspected some of the others were actual vampires, but even I didn't know. That's what made it so special. We would send Vmails to one another and talk about vampire things. Oh, of course, it was nothing more than silly games.
I think it's disqualifying the positive, but whatever.
I think for the only time ever in my life, I had a community.
Gosh, you actually make it sound pretty nice. Maybe I should get a little more into this internet thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're too late for that, internet little mouse. It's all gone now.
Oh no, it's gone.
Well, dang, what happened? Where did the whole internet go?
It went to social media. Face Friend and Gibber and Stumbler and...
Okay. What's Gibber? Oh, it's Twitter. Oh my god. Okay, Stumbler though. I like it.
Instead of looking for people like us, we just started asking the entire world to pay attention to us instead.
Well, that don't make too much sense to me. Sometimes when I was walking in the deep woods at night, I just used to have a good yell, but I didn't expect nobody to answer.
But that silly little mouse, the darkness is always listening, and something...
It's actually called why these days.
We just don't know who or what.
I'm having a little trouble following. So it sounds like you had a group of people you trusted, and then just anyone?
That's right. I didn't know who they were. they just started following me. Some of them followed me because they thought I was pretty, and some because they thought I was strange, and some because their friends were following me.
Because why would you buy that dumb Bellon Dusk? Indeed. Oh, my face tracking disconnected. Hold on. It's overheated as hell. I'm most likely end stream soon. Like after Maddie's sesh, actually. So I have a fresh view on next week when Sam has a therapy and the last two cognitive distortions come in.
Suddenly I had 1 million mortals who would do anything I wanted them to do and believe whatever I wanted them to believe. It's easy, you know, little mouse. They want to be controlled, and I can control them all.
That is overgeneralization and mind reading at the same time, but I think it's more mind reading.
They want to be controlled? How do you know that?
They live such short, confused lives, full of uncertainty. I'm doing them a favor, Mouseling.
Even if that's true, you still can't read their minds. Maybe they don't want that favor. Maybe they don't know they're uncertain. Heck, maybe they even like uncertainty.
Oh, silly cowboy. They don't know what they want or don't want. You know that. The only problem is that I have so many of them to take care of. The problem with having so many followers is that I have to feed them so much content. Even just playing video games all the time can be a lot of work.
So true, bestie. So true, bestie.
And you said that taking that break didn't do much for you, huh? You were just thinking about all the work you have to do for your followers?
That's right.
She's a people pleaser.
It sounds like you might have a bit of an addiction, Betty. I gotta question whether having all these followers is a good thing for you. Having friends is nice, but these fans and zealots, well, it sounds like you've taken on a big task.
It is, but I can't help that they're so very needy. If they weren't so hungry all the time, I wouldn't have to feed them.
I guess it's Nosferatu. No, it's Nosferatu, not Nosferatu. Yay, Kion is stopped playing games.
At least there are some that need a little less attention. It's the
Never mind.
who are the most demanding.
Never mind, Kion started playing again. I love that it shows up. I wish it didn't.
Remind me again, who are these zealots?
From my Only Zealots page. The website where I show my breasts and vulva.
Yeah, the breasts and vulva, right.
Oh yeah, that one.
That one.
Don't be scared, little mouse. You're acting like a mortal. It's just squishy parts, we all have them. They're not special.
I mean, frankly, she's not wrong, but stop being. You are literally the reason why she should put down the internet too.
Oh, fair enough. I'm just not a very European vampire yet. So, these zealots, they take up a lot of your time?
Yes. It's frightfully bothersome. But they're ever so reliable. And someone has to go deal with my landlord and my computer upgrades. And go to prison for me if necessary.
So true, bestie.
Well, dang, it sounds to me like you're asking way too much of each other. This can't be healthy. Isn't there a better amount of interaction on these websites?
Ooh.
But I always know best when it comes to the internet. I have more followers than just about anyone, little mouse.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you know everything, honey.
I think it's obvious you know what's effective for your picking up followers and getting them to do stuff for you. But I don't think anyone really knows how this thing works. You can't have all the answers. The answers are always changing. You've said it yourself. You've already been through one internet. Who's to say how long this one will last?
Ooh.
Well, that's worse then. That means that I have to have lots and lots and lots of followers in case this internet goes away.
It's true, Navi says all the time, play swim across the ocean to upgrade my PC on your fire. Hey! I can ask him to do that. Come on. It's not a word, but I'm a fetus. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I'm not gonna say you're not fit. I'm just saying. I can ask you to do that. Enter each other.
Well, let's say that's true, and I don't think it is. It just means you gotta be adaptable, right? Cunning like a fox.
A fox.
I suppose that's true. Maybe there are other ways of doing the internet. But even that sounds like more work.
There's a tyrant, please let me out of the basement. For the 100th times, I do not own a basement. And if I would put you in a basement, I would not put you in my basement. Even if I would have one.
There's something more, though, about the internet and how it works. It's a secret, though. Can you keep a secret, little mouse?
Nothing you say leaves this room.
Well, the secret is that the internet is changing.
Ah, she's doing personalization.
Because of me.
Well, how do you mean?
I discovered something. Do you know how I told you that the internet used to be a nice way to meet people who thought the way I did?
Hello, Bizarre Puzzle Head.
Well, yeah, I think I got that.
Well, something there in the darkness is helping me. It makes people think they know me and want to follow me and be close to me, even if they wouldn't normally like me.
Sponsorship? I don't know.
It has been watching everything the mortals have been doing for a long time, and it remembers all of it, no matter how big or small.
The browser history?
It counts every second, it remembers every click, it can tell you what you want before you even know.
Oh, the algorithm, right.
You gotta be kidding me. Is this some kind of elder vampire?
I don't know, but it's growing very quickly. I learned how to speak with it.
Oh, it's the algorithm.
It calls itself the algorithm. And it's
the algorithm.
Even hungrier than we are.
Algorithm. Kill it.
It's the creature that told all those mortals to follow me in the first place. It decides what and how much content I need to make.
Ooh, that's meta as hell. Watching this on YouTube, YouTube be like, we've been busted! We've been busted!
It's probably listening to us right now. It says, I told you that darkness is always listening.
It's... YouTube listening to this be like, oh no, wait.
Mitty, if what you're saying is true, I think this is some really dangerous shit. This algorithm sounds like it's trying to turn humanity into a big formula.
But it's doing it. What if all mortals really are just the same?
Is this I think it's overgeneralization?
Yes. Mitty, I don't think that's true. You said it yourself. People used to find each other because of their similarities, right?
YouTube is gonna be like, hey, you might like these vampire therapist videos. Mm-hmm.
Now this algorithm, I don't think it's proven humanity is all the same. I think it's trying to push humanity all in one direction. It's trying to make them all the same.
But why would it want to do that?
Content.
I don't know, I just got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, algorithms.
Didn't you say that feelings don't make something real?
I know, I don't know. I think I don't know enough to say yet. Maybe. But Mitty, one thing I am sure of is that this algorithm thing is hurting you. It's telling you what content to make. Who the hell is it anyway? I gotta ask you to think about what you want. Pretend there ain't no zealots and there ain't no fans. What would you be doing if they weren't around?
Are you alright, little mouse? You've gone quite pale, which is impressive for a vampire. I don't wish to worry you.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just tell me you're gonna do something for you this month.
Well, I used to make my own clothing. I could try to do that if it would make you feel better, my sweet little rodent.
Aww.
What'd make me happy, Mitty, is you doing something just for you. Does that sound good?
Alright. I'll try then. I will see you next month.
Of course. You take care of yourself. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you've sewed up next time.
Then, farewell, little mouse. I hope you find a nice hole to scurry into.
Hey, did you get that stuff about the algorithm? You ever heard about anything like it?
Damn, the vampires are shitting themselves.
I am not eager to reveal such things to you, but there are sleeping terrors that could certainly consume us if we are unlucky enough for them to awaken.
Don't awaken the algorithm.
But this, no. I am not aware of any such creature.
Oh no, they're too old for the algorithm.
What Mitty described, a creature that takes note of every small change in nature, sounds like a force of nature itself. I will make inquiries. Do not fear, Samuel.
Bro.
Even if such a beast truly exists, it cannot change our nature, as long as we are true to ourselves. This only proves how important our work is, does it not?
Yeah, you're right. I guess I got a little spooked, but we'll be fine.
You know what might make you feel better? Dancing.
No.
I ain't that shook up, Andy. Maybe I'll go down and get me a drink, though.
I will not probe, though I am curious about your aversion to dancing. When you are ready to speak of it, I am here.
You're gonna be waiting a while, boss.
As long as it is less than eternity, I will be here.
I love him.
Okay, you go do your wise old vampire wizard thing, and I'll go drink some blood. I'll see you later, Andy.
Rest in peace, Samuel.
God, every time he laughs, I feel like my soul restores a bit of its humanity. Alright, I'm gonna check the Crimson bit and then I'm gonna end stream because I wanna keep the new cognitive distortions fresh.
Another night, another soul cancelled.
Cancel? Cancelled. I got more insight into how Maddie is letting the internet of its hooks in Maddie. I'll keep pushing her to value herself though.
Can't believe someone as old as Maddie's letting anyone control her. I guess some problems don't disappear no matter how old we get. Well, time to get some bartender wisdom. Howdy, Crimson. Think you could whip me up one of them bloody Steves?
Steve!
Sure thing, cowboy. Tough night at the office.
Oh, just got some of them existential questions lingering on my mind. Can you believe someone can be 1,800 years old and still let society tell them what to do?
I can believe it. Folks can get real uncomfortable when someone shows up and does things differently.
No kidding, my client's a weird one, but I think that's what makes her special. Just wish she saw it the same way.
Think you're making some headway, Chief? How's your session go?
Which one do you guys think? I'll let you decide. Come on. Fast chat. I don't want to listen to this song forever. I think it's gonna get my stream copyrighted. But I'm not sure. Actually, this was the song that got me copyrighted last time because it was such a good song. Like, I love the OST of this game so much. I'd say pretty well, poorly. Somebody to break the tie, please. And fast. I really need to go to the bathroom too. Alright, ala bala portocala.
I'm getting somewhere with her, slowly but surely. She does a lot for other people, but not a lot for herself. Now that makes her real popular, but I think she's realizing that popularity ain't what it's cracked up to be. She's got her own strengths, and I hope she'll lean on them.
You're a rare one, Sam.
Aww.
I get where she's coming from. Lawyers like rules, even about lawyering. My colleagues didn't care much for my style, so I had to adapt. But they'd get so bogged down in doing something right that they'd stop getting anything done.
How do you like to do things then?
I told you how case law is my thing, right? Well, I studied the worst cases. The ones where injustice prevailed because some corrupt judge invoked some ancient precedent. I used their tools against them. Made them look like fools. What goes around comes around, right?
And your colleagues weren't into that?
Hell no. No one was gonna listen unless I was polite and civil.
I love that the shorts of this is so my vote counts as two. I mean, yeah, we gotta see, man.
But power never listens to polite and civil.
You got that right. Well, that's a shame, Crimson. Sounds like they lost a hell of a lawyer.
one hell of a lawyer.
They sure did. Now, I got that drink for you. Sorry, no Bloody Steves this time. This one's a Gunther.
Gunther!
I'm sure I'll love it. I'll take it up to my coffin for a day cap. You have a good night, Crimson.
You too, cowboy.
Ah, there we go. Nice and cozy.
Anything new? I don't know.
Now, let's see. I can read Emerson. Or I could watch Charlie Chaplin make lawmen look like fools.
They even have Charlie Chaplin. I wanna see it so bad. Do you guys think I'm gonna mute the game now and see. Navi. Yes, it is Charlie Chaplin. Alright, that's enough.
That'll do it for me tonight. Time for some shut-eye. Think I've got some tough battles ahead.
Oh, it cocked off again. Alright.
There he is, Samuel Walls, vampire therapist extraordinaire. How are you feeling tonight?
God, I love you so much! Alright. I'm going to exit. I'm gonna keep the last itty bitty for next stream. Navi, I once more had a silly art scammer to fuck. You know what? You do you, buddy. So, I wanted to say some things before ending stream once more. First things first, to make sure I do not forget. Hold on a second. Yeah, before I forget, once again I would like to thank my members because it's the last day of the month and I'm streaming, which includes Fierso Gaming, Zonmod, Joestar, Neotalon, Reddick Dracon, and Ludog. Thank you guys for becoming members. It means a lot to my channel and to my well-being, I guess, but not as much as the Zealots do. And yeah, so as I said, next week I'm going to keep my schedule normal. Meaning that on Wednesday we're going to play what's it called? Into the Pit. Friday is going to be Vampire Therapist again, and then on Sunday I don't know what I'll do yet, but there's a chance that I'll go back to play Just Impress because I like the game, unlike some of my friends. Lol. But that's like a thing. I'm not sure entirely yet. It's up to the air. And about this week, this Sunday, I'm going to play Evil West, which is a more actiony game, but about cowboys and vampires again. In 2 weeks, I'm going to have a really brief scheduling change, meaning I am only going to stream on Wednesday, and it's not going to be a horror-related stream, but it's going to be something real fun, so please stick around. It's still in the planning, so yeah. And after that, I'm going to be away on my con vacation. I'm going to go to Comic-Con, and I will be back the next week. Yada yada yada. We are going to Joestar. Yes, it's Joestar. It will be horrific. Yeah, it's gonna be so spooky. Okay, I am the scariest shit you ever seen. Honestly, it's going to be fun if we can manage to get through it, and I think we should start the planning as soon as maybe next week. So, yeah, I'm going to be a bit busy, so don't worry about me. Everything else should remain. Another thing is that, yeah, the usual, like follow me on my social medias, they're all down there. Subscribe to the channel because that means a lot. Like, comment, subscribe. Hearts, hugs, and kisses. Not to say it, but nothing might in real life. Yeah, we'll see that. Alright, I'm going to head out. Why do I have a feeling that Reddick will be scared as and then never comes back after the visitors? If after he visits Romania, imagine who's gonna scare him. That's gonna be so fun. Anyhow, I'm going to head out. Make sure to stay safe, get therapy if you need to. And if anybody looking for me later on Discord, just first hit me up, because I don't know if I'm going to be live or like going to hang out. But if somebody wants to, just, you know, message me, I guess. And yeah, this was the Navilian channel once more. And I'm going to go to pee now. Bye, chat. Mwah. Kisses.